And now for your listening pleasure.
Huzzah!
Reaching.
Huzzah!
Huzzah.
Huzzah!
Caleb can't hear. He's like just a little ahead of it.
Adam is like, it's now for your listening. Huzzah!
I'm sorry, Adam.
All right.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Welcome, everybody, to Reaching for the Bars podcast, audio and video.
Nice.
It's getting pretty serious.
I mean, take it up a notch.
Yeah, it's getting pretty serious. So today, I'm here with our executive producer, Mr. Andrew Weiss,
Aye.
Mr. Mabry Cook,
Hello.
Mr. Caleb Whitney,
Hi.
and then we have a very special guest today. Can you give me something?
I got you.
All right, hold on. Stand by.
Ready.
Hit me with your best shot. It's the Pornhub intro. Mr. James Drake. I'm going to be honest with you. I do not like that for that.
It's classy though. I like
I mean,
it.
it sounds like, I don't even know what it sounds like.
Yeah.
So also, James brought this awesome present in for us today.
Oh,
Caleb, do
yeah.
you want to show one? He had these coasters made for us that they apparently came out of nothing. He grew coasters.
His words exactly.
From the
grew
void.
them.
From the void, yeah.
That is true.
From the upside down.
Did they come from the cloud?
Did you download them off the internet?
Downloaded. It's like maybe he still doesn't know what the
Actually,
cloud
we did, yes.
All right.
Dang, yes, I knew it. A cloud.
They came from the cloud.
I knew it.
He also made me, this is for me specifically, it is a Spider-Man, the same one that's on all these guys. Yeah. So,
Sure.
The same.
It's your
logo.
brand.
same. So,
Yeah. How do you feel about your brand being Spider-Man?
I hate it, but it's fine. I mean, whatever. I mean, I don't have the tattoo of it on me. All I have is a coaster. You guys have actual tattoos. So
That's true.
who's really branded? I mean,
Well,
it's you
it's
guys.
associated with you though.
It is. It is. So James, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Hey.
ask James a bunch of questions.
Yeah.
But for time purposes, we're gonna start with an Adam riddle because if you listened last week, we did a riddle. So Adam has sent me a riddle. I haven't read it yet. Well, I'm not, but I didn't pay attention to it. But all right, everybody ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A man is standing next to a grave and says, "Brothers and sisters, I have none. The man's father is my father's son." Who is he speaking about?
Whoa. Okay.
The man standing next to a
A
grave.
man is standing next to a grave and says, "Brothers and sisters, I have none. This man's father is my father's son." Who is he speaking about?
Himself.
He's the priest,
How?
but he's speaking about just anybody. It's just some dead guy. It doesn't matter.
What does it have? But he doesn't have any brothers and sisters. What does that have to do about it?
Brothers and sisters. And
All right,
he would.
James,
yeah.
any thoughts?
So a man, let's break it down. So a man.
I feel like I need to take notes.
So, yeah, so let's break it down.
A man is standing next to a grave
Yeah, okay, so a
like
man
that's
is standing
worthless.
next to a grave.
and says, "Brothers and sisters, I have none.
Brothers and sisters, I have.
He doesn't have any.
This man's father,
This man's father. Is he talking about himself?
this
or is he
man's
talking about
father
someone
is
else?
my father's son. This man's father
Is
is my father's son."
Yeah, I mean, I think he's something about the priest, right? Because it's like my father is God, and then we're all.
I don't know. I think they're
Sons of
looking
God.
for something else. I don't think it's priest. It could be, but
But you see what I'm saying? Like,
I'm with you, but I'm not.
something
It's not all making sense, so I can't give it.
Nah,
to you
you're
there.
foolish.
So he said, "This man's father."
I don't know if he's pointing. I'm
Right,
pointing.
Right,
okay,
but
okay.
yeah, pride with this. This
Yeah.
man.
This man's father
So
is
that
my
guy
father's
Is my father's.
son. This man's father is like this is definitely
so
like
it's his brother.
But he says, "Brother and sisters, I
I
have
have
none."
none.
This man's father
This man's father.
is my father's son.
He's talking about
His-
himself.
he's a ghost.
His father. That's what I was gonna say. It seems like he's talking
Go-
about
I ain't
because
afraid
his
of no
father's his father's son
It's him.
would be his brother. Is what they want you to
Yeah,
say.
but he doesn't have brothers.
doesn't have
You think his sister is stuck in a dryer?
All right, let's not go there.
Oh, okay.
It's a step
Oh,
brother.
stepsister. Yeah.
Stepsister, maybe.
That's a
Step-
category.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to
This is
stick with my original answer
So
and say
you think it's
I think he's talking
him-
about himself.
It's himself.
He's
I
standing
think
next to
he's a ghost. He's standing next to his own grave.
He's a man standing
can't
next to
be
a
that.
grave.
Why can it not be that?
Because
Why?
Dusty doesn't seem enthralled by the answer.
I don't know the answer.
We
Oh, you
know.
don't
He
know
doesn't
the
I don't have any idea.
Adam's gonna text us once we put.
I gotta know the answer now.
We're trying to figure it out. No. You don't understand.
Oh, you're gonna text.
You don't
him right
understand.
now.
Adam won't tell us the answer. We have to find out the answer.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna. So we gotta
I
figure
think
it
he's
out.
the grave digger.
That's what I was. But
Ah.
how is it his father's son?
This man's father
Father.
is my father's.
Son.
This man's father.
He's talk. So the key is that they want you to think he's talking to someone.
Yeah.
So who would be standing next to a grave talking to someone that essentially would be himself?
I know. Somebody's gay dad.
It's the mother. Dusty's like redemption. It's the mother. No. The mother's a doctor.
Is he talking? So
Yeah, you're right. It's crazy. Women
it's
can't be
either-
God.
he's a ghost talking, saying that this man's father is my father's son. He's talking about
This man's
himself.
father.
So what's like
Or,
the question?
or it's like, if you want to get religious about it,
Right.
the Holy Spirit,
yeah.
the God, and Jesus.
See, I think
So-
I don't think riddles are going to give you that though. Like,
Yeah,
I'm with,
I don't
I'm
think-
with
I
Andrew.
don't-
I'm with Andrew. Like you could make a correlation with the priest, but I don't. This riddle's not going there.
Well,
for
so
you.
what's the
There's
final question? Who is he talking?
Who is he speaking about?
about because he
Himself.
says this man's
Yeah.
father. So that guy's father is my father's son.
And his father's son is him. And he has no brothers and sisters, so it has to be him. He's talking about himself.
Wait, no. Read the question again. Sorry, I know we're gonna have to read this.
Oh, he's talking about his boy. Yeah.
His son, right?
He's talking about his son. He's
'Cause
talking
I said-
about himself.
No. Read it again.
Yeah.
A man is standing next to a grave and says, "Brothers and sisters, I have none. This man's father is my father's son." His father's son would be him. He has no brothers and sisters, so it can't be.
But
Unless
his father- hold on, wait,
unless
wait.
his
He's
father
talking
had
about his
a
boy.
kid
Yeah.
with his
James
wife.
has got it. He says, read that part again. He says, this
man's father is my father's son.
So the man's would be him, and the answer is this: he's talking to his son.
He's talking to his son.
Because if that man's father is his father's son is him, and that man's father is
So he's talking about his son.
It's his son. Good job, James.
I just don't quite get it, but
All right.
He says that man's father's son.
Yeah,
is
we're gonna
this
say
guy's
that, and then he's
father.
gonna be.
I was
going to
be like, "You're an idiot. What are you talking about?"
You know what I'm saying? So if that man's father's
this man's father.
no, read it again. It's
Oh,
basically,
God.
basically he is the father's son.
This
and
man's
that
father is my
that
father's son.
person's
Is that what he
father.
says? Say that last sentence again.
You guys.
This man's father is my father's son.
Oh, that means he's the dad.
That means no. That means
No,
he is.
don't act like you knew this the whole time.
Wait.
It's making sense now, though. You're saying
Oh,
this
it's making
man's
sense now that
father-
someone else said it. Oh,
This
interesting.
Read it like this. Read
This
it like,
man's
let me see it. Let
father.
me read it. Like
Okay, sure.
yeah, let me see it. So, I think it says, a man standing next to a grave and says, "Brother, I have none. My son's father is my father's son.
This man's father is my father's son.
I am that person.
He is that person. So basically, my father's son is him, and that is this person's father. It's him.
So he's talking
it's
about
his son.
He's talking about
to
his son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Adam's not texting me back, so maybe he's at church. So we're gonna have to move on, and hopefully he texts us when we get back.
It's like, it's the priest, you.
I like that. Yeah, maybe.
if you were right on the priest thing, that's it. I'm
Yeah.
done.
I don't know.
No,
instead of
I think
running
James-
that-
I think James got it.
Instead of running that cable through the ceiling, I'm gonna wrap it around my neck. If you're right about the priest,
Well, I didn't tell you to do that, so don't take me to court.
He'll just come back.
I like
and
that.
say,
That was a good one.
he just
though.
texts me to do that all the time. He's like, "Hey Dusty, what are you doing today?" And I'm like, "Oh, nothing." He's like, "Oh, maybe you should just
should
end
think about
it."
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have
Oh,
anything going
geez.
on?
Okay. All right, that was fun.
Yeah.
We don't know if we're right yet or not.
I think James is right. That makes sense.
Okay,
Yeah,
that
it
makes
makes
sense.
It makes sense.
Okay. So let's move on. Let's start talking about James.
Let's get into it.
Oh dear.
Okay, James.
Jameson.
So, as long as you
Wait
need
a second. What is your full legal name?
Full legal name.
JP
My
Diddy.
government name.
Government-
That is James Wilson Drake.
Okay.
Wilson.
So your first name is actually,
I
there's
like
a lot
the
of
name
people that go
Wilson.
I do too.
James
I'm gonna start calling you
Drake.
Wilson.
Wilson's a
So-
good name.
That's a
JW.
Yeah.
J Dubs.
Oh,
J Dubs.
J-Dubs.
Now I'm in
JW
trouble.
Drake.
No, now you're in trouble. Oh,
That sounds-
dang, that was
That
like,
sounds
oh,
like
man.
that sounds like a author, J.W. Drake.
Oh, it does. You should write a book.
You should write.
He's like, I have several.
Yeah.
He's like, actually, yeah, I was going to say, actually, I've already written 3. They're on the Amazon.
He's like, have you ever
list.
read The Grapes of Wrath? Like, what?
Steinbeck.
And-
That's my cover name.
Yeah. I'd be like, first off, no, of course not.
He's like, are you familiar with the J.R. Tolkien novels? He's like, that's my what? How?
All right, James, I do have a very important question for you.
All right.
So this is, which one do you prefer? Jersey Mike's or Jimmy John's?
God.
Oh, that's pretty fair.
Since, I mean, just to open up the questioning.
Oh man, I will say that as far as like if you're going for a sandwich with a ton of meat,
Yeah.
Jersey Mike.
Yeah, you gotta get filled with meat. Yeah, that's
But
right.
But flavor?
but
Hey, but be careful. All right, don't say anything you're gonna regret.
Let the man answer.
I just don't want to regret
It
anything he's
seems
about
like
to
he
say.
set up Jersey Mike's to take the fall there. Are
yeah,
you saying that Jimmy
I would
John?
say, but I usually end up getting Jimmy John's more often,
Right here.
mainly because it's
Yeah, I mean,
just,
it's
so
it-
you would
incredibly
say-
fast.
it makes sense because
More
it's
convenient.
owned by a
Some
bunch of
say freebie.
fascists, so it makes sense that you guys would go there.
Oh, wow. Our guest, you want to speak to our guest like that? Well, you are something else.
To win this argument, I'll drag James through the mud.
I'm ready to burn anyone down.
Yeah, I will light this place on fire and lock us inside. That's how important this is to me.
Well, glad to hear you say that. I agree. Jimmy John's
Nobody
is
ever said that
superior.
James wasn't a liar. So I mean,
Strawberry or grape jelly?
Oh man,
Whoa, that was all right.
what am I doing with it?
gosh. Well, I had grape
Well,
jelly
you don't
this
have peanut
morning.
butter sandwich, I
Oh,
hope.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if it's peanut butter, it's going to be jelly.
Yep. James is like petroleum. Like,
Honestly, the only time I like strawberry jelly is if it's like on like a bagel or like a,
Yeah.
a biscuit by
Yeah.
itself.
Bagel.
A bagel.
if there's strawberry jelly and that's the only option, I'll just die.
You guys prefer grape over strawberry?
Yeah, grape is far superior.
I'm a strawberry person.
You're a strawberry person?
On peanut
Smucker's
butter jelly
strawberry.
sandwiches.
Interesting.
Peanut butter jelly
Have you ever
sandwiches.
had the peanut butter that has the
prefer peanut butter
jelly
honey.
already mixed it into it? Like, because you're
Dude,
lazy.
that
Yeah.
is
disgusting?
Dude,
Have
how
you, James, you have?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
won't buy
Is
it
that
on
terrible?
pure principle. How lazy is America? They're like, it'd be great if I didn't have to get 2 condiments out to make
yeah,
this
let me
simple
do-
sandwich.
You
Let
know,
me-
it'd be better if you put croutons in it and just squirt a whole sandwich in your mouth.
I mean that's where it's headed.
Let me do my impersonation of somebody buying this mixed grape, this mixed jelly and peanut butter.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're definitely having a hard time to breathe.
Well, so have
I
you,
wish I could get this sandwich faster.
to be honest, y'all ever had Uncrustables?
Yeah.
yeah, oh no,
Oh,
those
yeah.
are
Those are hit the spot.
I mean,
How do you?
I like
how do
we're
you
just
store 'em?
making
You
fun
store
of
'em in the
people.
freezer?
We're
Put them
like,
in the
hold on a
freezer.
second.
Put them in the freezer. You take them to the beach.
Oh yeah,
That's
don't
where
knock
you-
them.
They're pretty good.
When
Yeah,
I
the
do-
strawberry
I'm
ones.
telling you right now.
If I ever
CrossFit
come to your
conference-
house and you make me a strawberry peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I might lose my mind.
If you ever come to my house and you don't eat a strawberry and peanut butter sandwich, you're not coming back to my
Now,
house.
question. I mean, I'll eat it. But question though,
Yeah.
strawberry or peanut butter and jelly, just general,
Yeah.
or peanut butter and honey.
I love peanut butter and
Peanut
honey,
butter
dude.
and honey,
Dude,
that's my
peanut butter
favorite.
and honey is
Oh,
if you
man,
put it in the
it's
if you put it in the fridge and it crystallizes a little bit on that peanut butter. Ooh.
Here's the diet. Do you put peanut butter on both sides?
Of course, yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
yeah.
Well, then stop
Do you know?
and put peanut butter on one side. Put your honey down. Then put the other piece of bread, and it crystallizes into the
So
bread.
let me tell you
does.
who
There you go.
puts peanut butter
Didn't
on only
listen
one
to a
side of the
single thing
bread.
said
No, I heard
before.
you.
Start saying.
Hold
You
on.
don't want to get gains.
No, North Korea. That's
Oh, you're related me to North Korea? Oh, interesting.
See, the problem is you got to go one side. You got to load that sucker.
Oh,
up.
dude, yes.
that one side
Oh,
has
the
got
one
enough.
side
Oh,
is
the
this
one, yeah, the,
I mean, the sandwich is like
the
2
one
inches
side
thick.
on my peanut butter and honey or jelly sandwiches, it's too much peanut butter.
But it's half the jar. I mean, it's too much
All right,
peanut butter.
I just want to point out the man that is upset with me disagreeing with him is the one that's calling me North Korea.
Yeah,
I disagree, so he's saying I'm
you'll get in step with what I have to say.
Jersey Mike.
Yeah, Jersey Mike.
2 sides of the sandwich. All right.
sorry.
So
sorry, I went
James-
down
That was a
south.
good question. Who knew? Who knew? Peanut
know,
butter and jelly.
I'd like you to tell us just a little bit about yourself. You don't have to go. If it sparks a question, we'll talk about it after.
Yeah,
But tell us what
yeah.
you do, your likes, your dislikes, what you like in a man, what you don't like in a man.
And before you start, I didn't really brief you. Come a little closer to the mic. Oh yeah.
Oh
I
God.
don't like the way you did that.
Yeah.
That's the
I'm
spot.
somewhat uncomfortable now.
He's like, open your mouth a little
We
wider.
also,
Oh yeah, that's
we
it.
also want to know your mother's maiden name, the street you grew up on.
Yeah, the
First
kind of
name, make and model
yeah,
your
make
first
and model
car.
your first car, first pet. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and give us some
General
information.
questionnaire.
All right. Well, let's see. I am a mechanical engineer by trade. I've been doing it, for a while. Born and raised in Huntsville.
Oh, okay.
Let's
So
go.
yeah,
Roll Tide.
local. Went to Huntsville High. Graduated in '93.
Nice.
I'm not sure
Oh.
if
Andrew, what year
Andrew
were you
was
born?
alive. No.
You want me to say it?
Yes. What year were you born?
I was born in 1998, baby.
Oh,
Let's go. Yikes.
yeah. So we got that going for us.
Hey man, you look great.
I appreciate it.
I mean, you might look better than me. I mean, people saw
Oh no, it not might.
people saw us, they might be like, he's the older person.
He's like, are you James's dad?
He's like, hey guys.
You clearly know I'm not James's dad.
I just had my 30th birthday and people were like, congratulations on turning 40. I was like, oh
Okay.
wow. All right, kill myself.
Oh, ouch.
So
Gosh.
where did you go to college?
Went to Auburn.
Oh wow, smarty guy over here.
Yeah, that's God's country.
God's country.
Go Tigers.
Let's see.
That's LSU. Can't say that.
What do you
No,
do?
that's
What do you do, or what jobs have you had in the past since you've been a mechanical engineer?
Oh
Like an
gosh.
engineer.
Yeah, I've kind of worked all around.
Yeah.
When I graduated at Auburn, I went over to Atlanta for about a little over a year.
Okay.
Worked in a shop doing consulting engineering, and we would go to like pulp and paper mills and do inspections on the equipment.
Yeah.
That was kind of fun.
That's pretty cool.
Paper mills stink.
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
my
for sure.
Lord! And then when you're crawling around inside of them, it's
I
just
can't imagine.
Yeah.
it's
What are we
pretty
talking
bad.
about?
Huh?
I was just joking. So when you crawled around the side of its gross. What are we talking about?
The people that work there say they get used to it. I just
You do
don't-
get
I don't
used to it,
understand
but-
that.
Well, you're
It's just
yeah.
Your
nose fills up
olfactory
with-
sensors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly right.
It's like the guy who does.
Did you know that?
John.
It's always funny that they're
Did
called
you know that?
olfactory.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I'm familiar with olfactory.
He didn't know that. I knew that he didn't.
I just think it's so funny that they call him that.
Okay, sorry, Jason. Welcome to the RFTB podcast.
I know.
Yeah,
It's
you
what
get
we do.
interrupted a lot.
Sorry, go ahead.
Let's see. After that, I moved back to Huntsville. Got to missing home. Worked with Teledyne Brown on space station stuff.
Wow, that's cool.
And then I worked out at Marshall Space Flight Center on space optics. We built probably the coolest thing we did there. We built a lens assembly for spy satellites.
For spy satellites?
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
How much can you talk about?
Which ones?
I mean,
Worldview?
all I know, they just told me
Is
to
it-
make it. I just
hey,
made it.
hey,
I was gonna say, is that just like things where they like compartmentalize everything and like you only are given so much
Oh yeah.
information?
Oh, he's Bob Lazaring us.
That's right.
James is like, James is like, if I tell you, I'd have to kill all of you. So
He's
But
like,
one thing
well,
we
I
did
wouldn't
make,
kill.
Yeah.
and you can find it. They actually have it on YouTube. This is back when the Columbia crashed. They had the return to flight mission.
Yeah.
And so the office that I was supporting, we actually ended up making a telescope and a camera system that mounted onto the nose cone of a WB-57 high-altitude plane.
Pretty familiar with those.
And so,
Dustin's blown a few.
and they still use it, as far as I can tell. It's called the WAVE, acronym for something. I can't remember what it was.
Whites. No.
I know. But usually, like, when you would see what it was doing, it was a high-altitude asset to be able to view and photograph the shuttle going up to see if anything would damage it, because that's what happened on Columbia.
Right.
Foam
Ah.
busted through the wing, and they didn't know
right.
about it. And
Oh,
so
gotcha.
one of the action items that came out of that was, well, we need to be able to see better.
See it take
And
off.
so we had a high altitude jet. It was the predecessor to the U-2. So the thing flies at like 60,000 feet. It's up there.
That's crazy.
And so we built this nose cone, we built the optics that went in the nose cone, and it had infrared, HD, and standard long view.
Blu-ray.
But
Can you build us a camera for here?
sure.
We don't have a nose cone, but I don't even know what that is. But we can
Yeah.
can find one.
But yeah, you can look it up, and because I was
good.
curious about it the other day. I just every now and then you kind of wonder, it's like, whatever happened to that?
Yeah.
And,
So I heard what you just said. Did we spy over Russia or China?
Both.
oh yeah. I mean,
He's like,
they're
it could
still
do
doing
both at the
it.
same
Yeah,
time.
pretty much. But it was pretty cool. And there's some videos out there
So
of what it
basically,
would
their
take.
idea was like something went wrong. We need to be able to watch film on
Yeah.
this. So you created something that's up there high enough to watch this thing take off. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
video-
It wasn't
video-
just me.
Right.
James.
But for the
himself.
James-
for the podcast sake, it was just you.
Yeah.
Those other guys. We don't know them.
James is like, I don't need a team. I'm the guy.
I am NASA.
Yeah.
But it was a cool project. It really was. A lot of fun doing that. Then after that, I went to work at Bechtel for a little bit. very short time.
What is Bechtel?
That is probably the largest construction company nobody knows anything about.
Yeah, I know nothing about this.
It's a privately held company, family owned.
Construction.
I was going to say,
company.
someone
The
who's
Mormon
been,
church.
for someone who's been in construction most of their life, I've never even heard of it.
Okay,
That's pretty cool.
So you know how there's huge bunkers in DC underneath the Pentagon. Okay,
Oh,
you always
boy.
wonder who builds all that.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I see. I've literally had this conversation with when I worked at that commercial company. Like we did a lot of hospitals and stuff, and we were like comparing some of our financials against some of the major construction companies in the nation. And I was like, you get to see people's like books to some extent, and you're like who. Like, cause their stuff. Like, you can see what these people are building. I'm like, who's building the stuff that no one? Yeah. It's still no one's book.
Did you work on anything? A bunker that went somewhere that's that you can't talk about, but you'll tell us now?
No, I was working on missile defense.
Oh, that's a good thing. I'm glad that you were working on that. That's important to me.
I know. We were doing the silos up at Fort Greeley.
Okay, so
I heard a rumor that like America had like a system that basically would tell us if someone launched something, and we had like a bubble over us, and like we had like a system, like if someone launched something towards us, we had like a bubble over us that would detect it, and we could shoot stuff out to protect ourselves and destroy it before it got to America.
we definitely have stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that's the whole missile defense system.
Right. The question is, correct me if I'm wrong, nobody knows, do we have air defense for the new hypersonic missiles?
Oh, that?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
You do?
I don't
Just
know.
wink. Hey, listen.
I really don't know.
Hey, James, I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. Okay.
Blink in the next 30 minutes if it's true.
Hey, listen. If Russia's in a lot of trouble, just keep your eyes open. Yeah, that's right.
Speaking of blinking, and you know some of this stuff.
What?
Is Joe Biden a robot?
Oh, my God.
Because that man can go 8 minutes without blinking.
James, do you enjoy conspiracy theories?
I'll answer that with this. I'm not even sure that's really Joe Biden.
I mean, that man went forever without blinking.
James is like, have you seen Men in Black? Those little aliens.
I mean, if we really want to go there, I think he died right after election.
I mean,
I don't know if he made it to election.
Yeah,
that's true.
I'll be honest with you. I mean, that man went a solid 8 minutes without blinking.
Wait a minute. Did anybody see the video of? Will you pull up Instagram? Pull up Kyle Dunnigan.
Kyle Dunnigan.
Yeah. But did anybody see this video of how long Joe Biden hugged Hillary Clinton for? Oh, no. I mean, dude, it's so long.
Did he smell her hair too?
I mean, she's
so
pushing.
creepy.
She's pushing his arms, and he's just like locked in. He's like, "You're gonna take this hug." she's like, "All right, Joe."
Twitter.
No, go to his Instagram.
I feel like James doesn't tell us the truth. I feel like he's like, I built Joe Biden's arms.
You see him fall on that. You see him fall on that bike. That's when I quit the job.
Yeah.
Joe Biden.
He's like, they were not listening to me. The optics weren't right. And he's like, and that's why he fell on the bike. I mean,
there's so
why
many.
it fell on the bike.
Oh, Adam just texted us. Everybody stop.
Well, you keep pulling up that video.
He said yes.
It's the son.
He's speaking about his son.
Let's go, James. Let's go.
Bring
Good
it,
job, James.
Great job.
We brought the man with the answers on the podcast.
Thank you, Adam.
I see internet
All right.
so bad.
So, James, as we're waiting for this to pull up, so you've done some, obviously worked on some serious stuff, some missile defense stuff. What do you do now? What do you work on now?
Well, now I am part of a hypersonic project.
Does Dusty know some stuff?
He's like, well, now I'm part of a hypersonic missile defense team.
No.
I like put my pinky up. I'm like the Kermit the Frog, but that's like none of my business.
Yeah. No, I'm not the cool stuff. Building the missile, working on a wind tunnel.
Oh, that's
so,
What do we need a wind tunnel for?
Because you got to test material.
You ignorant slut.
Nate Bargatze rule. Dude, that is my bad. I opened the episode. It's my fault. Nate Bargatze rule is now in effect. James is fully aware what it is.
Yeah.
So,
But the audience, what if this is someone's first time listening?
okay, this is your first time listening. If me, Andrew, Caleb, and anytime we have a guest on, James.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, me, Mabry, Andrew, and James cannot say A-list cuss words.
Right.
Caleb, because he's a wholesome man, cannot say any B or A-list cuss words.
Not that wholesome.
He's pretty wholesome. So, if you curse, you have to finish your drink. Today we were drinking mimosas. If you're watching on the video,
Yeah. Bromosis.
Were you able to find it, Andrew?
I mean, now the internet.
We'll look at it later. It's fine. It's not a big deal. So you're married?
I am.
Kids?
Have stepdaughter.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Wait.
He said he's working on hypersonic missiles. He can't talk about it, dude.
No, we're not going to skip over the wind tunnel thing. You asked a good question. I just called you stupid in an aggressive way. I want to.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay, sorry.
I want to hear the answer to what the wind tunnels
So wind
are.
tunnels. What do we need them for?
It was just a
All
joke.
right.
I don't know what they're for.
So like for the missiles, you got to be able to test them. You got to be able to test the materials. So you have to simulate the environment, and so you have to basically come up with hypersonic speeds. And you basically have a test article that's in there, and you blast it with this stuff.
What? So you're what? So you're creating a simulation environment.
Oh, yeah.
For these, like, so they can test products on these missiles.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
So I mean,
dude.
you got to be able
That
to.
doesn't even.
Well, I
like-
mean, it's not like they take a full size missile and stick it in it. You make these little tiny models because I
Oh,
mean,
baby missiles.
Yeah.
Hey.
Tiny.
Can we get one?
Yeah, can we get a baby missile?
I
Is that
might
allowed?
be able to show you one, but
But we can't shoot it. Dude, like people are walking to the gym. There's a missile goes to the door. James is like, I told you guys, don't turn it on.
yeah, don't push that button.
We're like,
We'll
yeah,
just keep it
cool.
on the shelf. We'll just keep it on the shelf. Don't worry about it.
We'll never fire this rocket that can work.
That's crazy. So what size containment are we talking about here? Like,
Oh, it's small.
so
Like how small?
Like the test area that we're working toward right now is going to be. The prototype is about 3 inches.
What?
They
Then
can get wind to do 3 inches.
So you're simulating what it does in an area
Oh, yeah.
that small?
Well, I mean, you have to because it's really.
I know a good way to test one. Fire it over on North Korea. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the real fun testing. You know,
Firing in North Korea.
no, well, I mean, they don't fire it on North. yeah, not that, but I mean, they
That's
actually
what we
shoot off.
started out
actual-
with.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
That's the fun stuff.
I mean, so like just in my mind, I'm like, I can't even comprehend what it takes to do that. But now you're telling me you are doing it in a tiny space, and now you're saying like obviously that's better, and I'm like,
In my head, because because James is working on this little tiny thing. That he's also got these little tiny glasses on, and he's like firing. It's like
Using
pew.
tweezers to work on it.
Yeah, it's those pew. He's like, oh, it worked.
what would be like your
Fantastic.
area of like expertise in mechanical engineering? Like, what would be like they're like, oh man, we got to bring in James for this component.
Well, they never really say that unless it's broken. They're like, "What did James do?"
Like
No.
get Drake in here.
Yeah, and I'm usually in trouble. Most of my career has been spent on pressure systems. So doing high pressure systems, a lot of plumbing kind of work.
Fine. That's cool.
So you're
Some structural design.
so you're right now. You're the head engineer, right?
Actually, yeah, I am.
Yeah.
We had
So you're kind of more so overseeing all these other.
These
right.
nerds. Yeah, nerds.
No, we got pretty sharp guys.
James is like,
What is it like managing people like that? Because when I say people,
They
like
all
that,
think they're smarter than each other.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
we all know what kind of people.
We
Yeah.
all know what we're talking about.
It's all a bunch of Andrews, and they all think they're smarter than everybody else.
This is what happened in my
things are
brain.
just true.
James busts through the door. He says, "We're testing these missiles at 3 inches," and they're like, "That's impossible." And he says, "Get it done," and then he walks out.
Yeah, no, it's not. It doesn't really go that well.
I also envision him wearing like a headband and a wife beater.
Well, I was thinking no shirt, no shirt, Wranglers. He walks in, boots, yeah, and he's
Right
like,
off the farm, takes his gloves off. Hey, 20 inches. You hear me?
yeah.
Anything else is too big.
He's like, "You hear that over there, Smith? I don't want any back talk from you."
Basically, Matthew McConaughey in Interstellar.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! I actually worked with a guy that told me that one time. He's like, "Dude, this is you."
We're very perceptive here at this podcast.
We know what we're talking about.
I know. I was like, "Crap! I gotta get my pilot license."
Hypersonic missiles, Matthew McConaughey. You get it. I mean, we're on top of it.
So
All
you're
right,
managing
all
these
right.
people tough, right? I mean, that's got to be
I have
probably
learned.
the toughest part of your job. Like
really
you're
is.
like, I can
It
do
is.
all this mechanical engineering, but these people, right? Yeah, I could imagine.
Do you ever hit these smarties with like the old school farm sayings?
Every day?
Like you're like, that corn ain't gonna hunt itself, and they're like, what does that even mean? Corn is the plant.
It's like, I graduated from Alabama last year.
I don't even know what that could possibly mean. You're like, you know exactly what it means, Johnson. Get back on that ship and make it fly.
Oh yeah, no, one that we usually use around the office, and I got this from the guys in the machine shop. It's pretty awesome, and I'll use it the Nate Bargatze rule.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
But usually, like if somebody is just agonizing over very, very minuscule details, usually they'll say like, You're worrying about fly, crap, and pepper.
Oh.
You know,
I like it. I like
Yeah.
that.
I mean, I do worry about that, to be honest
I
with you.
know.
Flies poop every time they land. You don't think about that. But they poop on you every time they land. So when they land on your
like it,
food.
honestly.
That's fantastic.
Anyway, but yeah, that's cool.
Oh, don't just brush that off. I mean, you're eating fly poop. I mean,
Why am I eating it? This is
never
very-
landed on your food before?
I don't eat that
Bacteria
food.
I
poops
bet you
all
do.
over your stuff all day.
Sorry?
Bacteria poops all over your
How
crap.
dare you identify bacteria like that? You have
Bacteria is
no
good
idea.
for you.
saying.
All right, anyway, we digress.
So you build you build something that I can't even, my brain can't comprehend. So great.
That's okay.
And
We're
a
having a hard
small-
time with it too.
At a small level, which apparently is good.
I just, dude, just these little tiny rockets. Who's got the rockets?
I know.
In our mind, we're like,
Bedazzled.
in our mind, we're just like, there's this giant containment, and they're like,
Yeah.
bring in the rocket.
That-
It's
that-
like,
that-
actually,
okay.
It's like,
Yeah. He's like, oh, it's here in my pocket. Hold on a
Yeah.
second.
the really big wind tunnels, they're actually up in Tullahoma.
oh.
Yeah.
What is Tullahoma?
Tullahoma, Tennessee.
So I was gonna say it's a
About-
place.
It's like, where is this?
Yeah.
Tullahoma?
I know. What is this Tullahoma?
What is it,
you
Area
speak of?
51? Is that what we're talking about here? Alien stuff?
It's Air Force research.
I bet it is. I
Arnold-
bet it is.
Take
Yeah.
all the letters from Tullahoma and add an A. Spell it Area 51.
But where does the T go, Andrew?
You don't need it.
Get rid of that T.
It's just like tsunami.
You have to spell out 50.
He's like, he's like, get rid of the T, the M's. Not needed. You add.
It's very clear. It says Area 51.
Yeah.
Voldemort. No,
Yeah. Harry Potter is a true story. Hot take. So let's go past the stuff that we can't possibly comprehend that you're building. Andrew's got something.
Yeah, I was going to say this. So that just a brief overview summary of yourself and your family. You the other day or a couple weeks ago, you posted about your family history in the Huntsville area.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Super
give
cool.
us a summary of that. That's so cool.
Yeah. Well, the Drake's been here for a very long time, actually. Settled in the valley before it was ever Huntsville.
Wow.
We're talking.
Crazy.
I mean, what
Like-
street do you live on?
Oh.
Okay, right now, at this very moment, how much money is your bank account? Okay, so sorry, go ahead. So
No,
before it was Huntsville, so how many years ago is that?
It was Drakesville.
Funny story on that. We're going back in early 1800s.
Pretty
When it was still
Yeah.
like cool.
So
A lot of stuff
I
to
don't know
kill
the
people,
year
have fun.
they named Huntsville. I know downtown was called Twickenham for the longest time.
Twickenham?
Yeah.
I'm glad they changed
I'm bringing
that.
it back, dude.
No, I'm glad they changed
If you
that.
rearrange the letters to Twickenham, Voldemort.
For sure.
But yeah. So like on my farm, we got a family cemetery, and you can go back 5-6 generations.
Oh, well, that's how you
And-
knew the riddle.
And
You had it on your
I know.
James is like, I've had this conversation.
This riddle was about me.
I had to bury many a high school boy that wanted my daughter.
I was like, where's this going? I like that. Dang right.
He just says, I had to bury many a high school boy. We're like, and he's like, that's it.
That's all I got. No.
John Wayne Gacy, anybody? Like, oh, God.
No, that's
But yeah, so like going all the way back in the cemetery, yeah, the graves are early 1800s.
that's crazy.
Dude, that's
And,
nuts.
Some of the property actually ties back to Revolutionary War land grant.
God.
So yeah,
was this part of the North or the South? Were we
Really?
Revolutionary War.
What?
It's before, like, much
Revolutionary
before
War.
the Civil.
Not the Civil War.
Oh. So sorry.
The Civil War isn't real, y'all. That's just an Avengers movie.
Well, the Civil War is a conspiracy theory. It never really happened.
Oh my gosh. All right.
All right, let's not say that on the
I don't know about
No,
that.
the people that listen to this podcast in the South are like, exactly.
No.
But yeah, talking about the area of Jones Valley,
Yeah.
that was also settled by Drakes. That was the story that was up on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
And because there were two brothers, you had John Drake over there in the Jones Valley area. So that whole valley was called Drake Cove for a while.
For a while. Wow.
For a while.
Dang.
That's
And
awesome.
then the other brother is the lineage that I'm from, and he was on the other side of the hill, going over Cecil Ashburn
Okay.
into
Yeah.
Owens Crossroads area.
Oh, wow.
So That's the line that I come from.
Okay.
And
That's really cool.
and
That is super cool.
Cecil Ashburn actually follows the old wagon trail.
Oh, wow. That's so crazy.
That's how they cut the road.
God.
That's why it goes like
Yeah.
over the hill. Or,
Yeah, they
my
tried to
God,
follow the
yeah,
original
wow.
wagon road because that just by the contour of the land.
That's, I
And,
just told you I went to that city harbor in Guntersville and
Yeah.
we went on Cecil Ashburn to go. Oh, that's so crazy.
Oh, yeah.
What-
Dude, can you believe
what a
that
crazy?
we know somebody that can say my family settled the
Yeah.
like the Drake settled it? You're like,
Yeah.
what does that even mean, dude?
Yeah.
They came here and they were like, this is ours now. They're like,
There's
the Indians were like, no, it's not. They're like, yes, it is.
there's like a really cool sports bar restaurant downtown, Drake's.
Yeah.
I mean, is that named after y'all?
I wish. I ask for a discount every time I go.
I mean, so it's not no relation. I mean,
Yeah,
they had to get that.
James
from
like, go
y'all.
ahead, check my license. What does it say there?
I know.
You should just own it and be
Believe
like,
me, I've
"Drake's,
tried."
This is my family's.
I mean, they have.
Like
to
you
have
using
some
my
kind of-
name to make this restaurant famous?
I know.
Do you know who I am? You know what? You give me your ID.
Yeah.
No more orange juice. Neighbor's like, no, I just topped off with
I
champagne.
poured too much.
Do you want some orange juice?
Yeah, I'll take a splash.
Yeah, I poured too much the first time. That's super cool.
Yeah, it is. It's very, very cool.
Don't you just like I've always enjoyed like your family and like where
My
you come
family?
from. Not your family.
Oh, okay,
Just
cool.
Knowing where your
Thanks,
your
dude.
personal family, not yours.
Yeah,
mine.
you're like, definitely not your family.
And now James's, but like everyone wants to know kind of where they came from, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's a really cool, cool story.
So famous family history.
I would. Well, I
Mechanical
mean, I wouldn't just say
engineer.
famous. We just been.
I mean,
here.
we're in Huntsville, bro.
I mean,
We never
you're
left.
Yeah, I mean, Huntsville, you're famous here. So,
Number one city in the country right now.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, I would say if you could go to a city and meet one of the founding family members, that's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. A part of CrossFit Invigorate, so I mean, not trying
Yeah,
to brag,
checks out.
but
And honestly, we've
Founding
known
CrossFit.
James for forever, and it took us all like this whole time to figure out that like I mean you're just the coolest, most humble guy ever, and like we knew nothing about you, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, you want to come hang out and shoot
One
guns
day-
at my place? We're like, yeah, sure. And we're like, hey man, who are you?
He's like, you just want to turn left on Drake Road. We're like, Drake Road?
Yeah, we were literally driving. I was like, "Is this a Drake down the
Yeah.
cemetery?"
I think he lives off this road. I think.
Yeah, I mean, but just most humble guy, like super awesome. So
Yeah,
that's
good,
really
good
appreciate
looking,
that, yeah.
good
I mean,
looking.
no
Oh,
doubt.
sure.
Jacked.
So when you're not doing your job, work, mechanical
Yeah.
engineering, and everything.
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing? Like what hobbies? What's your downtime look like if there is any downtime?
Well, it rained yesterday, so had some good downtime.
Wow, that's
James also owns a farm. For those of you listening,
That's why I was getting at. Yeah.
Yeah. We live on a cattle farm. I have about 100 head, and that can be a full.
dude, what a lucky guy.
That didn't come out right.
Yeah. We've also got cattle.
Yeah, we also have cows. But yeah, so that takes up a lot of time trying to keep the place up. I don't do it very well.
How about that?
I wouldn't say that.
But
I mean, for a man that has a full-time job
I was gonna say.
and then a couple other things going on, and then you're also taking care of a farm by yourself.
Farm.
well, Dad's there, but he usually shows up and tells me what I did wrong.
Sounds about right.
What that's supposed to do?
When's the last
Yeah.
time you jerked these cows off?
Ooh,
It's like, why do I gotta do it?
So you don't have a job?
the family used to have a dairy for years. We shut it down in early 80s.
Dang.
But yeah, if you drove Cecil Ashburn,
Yeah.
you went past the old dairy barn.
Oh crap.
It was down at the intersection of what is it, Old Big Cove Road,
Oh,
Sutton,
yeah.
and Cecil. It's right there.
That's so
Sorry.
But
That's crazy. Yeah, so I mean, like you're being a superhero out there, being a mechanical engineer in your spare time, you're running a cattle farm, which sounds like that would be a full time.
you guys are really
Yeah.
making this sound much more fantastic than it really is.
That's what we do, James.
I know.
We make it. Just let us make you sound super cool, James.
I know. Okay.
James, welcome to Hollywood.
I know. I'll just go with it. But yeah, do that. Really enjoy scuba diving.
That's right. I just found that out recently too.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
scuba dives.
Whoa, what a cool.
He can hold
Where
his
do you go scuba
he can hold his
diving?
breath
Yeah.
for 12 minutes.
That's very impressive.
Did you say I hear you?
You were just like,
What do you hold your breath for 12 minutes for, baby?
minutes.
No.
Joe Biden can.
Yeah. Joe Biden's like, hold your breath. Ha ha ha.
Come on, man.
Where do you go scuba diving at? Like in the lake?
Yeah, I've done the lake. It's not fun. Just the water's
Scary.
terrible.
I was gonna say, it's scary dark.
Yeah, we
animals
did that
in
one
there.
time and got down to the bottom. And I was like, I'm going to find a dead body.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here.
I feel like that's terrifying. You go
I probably wouldn't do
Yeah.
a lake.
The water's
mucky
not clear at
mucky
all.
water. Yeah, I want to go in mucky. Like I feel
Yeah.
like ocean's probably a little bit.
Yeah, we had to tie off with dive buddies,
Oh,
because
right, yeah.
visibility was about 4 feet. And we're like, well, this is not fun.
That's not
Yeah,
far
that's
enough.
not fun.
That's not far enough at all.
Have
I
you
don't
ever
like that.
went to Smith Lake?
No, but I've heard about
It's
it.
a lot clearer at Smith.
But a couple of guys in the dive community, they do tours down there because there's a city at the bottom of it, a
Yeah.
town. When
Yeah.
they made Smith Lake, they flooded a town.
What?
No way.
Yeah,
it's
so
a
there's
man-made lake.
yeah.
There's a town down there?
They
Yeah.
dammed it.
How do
and
the
then-
people breathe?
Drink.
No, DAMN.
No, I don't care.
No.
Wow.
So
But,
how do the people breathe?
How do people breathe in
And the underwater
no,
town.
There's no
No,
people
so
there.
Is it Atlantis?
They evolved and they've got gills now.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, well, why don't you just say that, man? We just thought this was a joke.
That's very cool.
That is.
I
So,
didn't know
so
that.
if, what, is there
Yeah.
like buildings down there?
Yeah, there's a city
Can you,
streets.
is the internet working? Can you pull that up?
I've tried to find pictures of it.
They-
Um,
there's
about
there-
every
there's a
time-
few.
Every time you dam a river or a lake,
Stop saying that word.
that like you're flooding the coast, and most people build on coasts, so you're gonna flood land or buildings usually. Like
Sa-
over in
same thing
Muscle
over in
Shoals,
Gunnersville.
They
Gunnersville,
flooded a town too?
Muscle Shoals. There's towns is under there. Yeah.
Towns is?
Dude, we're terrible.
Towns is.
Well, I mean, they're not people.
people. We didn't like flood them.
Yes.
hey,
Oh, you. I'm sorry. We
I'm
definitely
pretty sure
didn't
they
flood
gave
them.
them a heads up.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
Oh, yeah.
you're gonna get flooded in about 45 days.
Yeah, they had to relocate.
45
Minutes. Yeah.
What?
They're like, knock, knock, knock. Hello, sir. You may want to get out of the house. We're about to flood. Excuse me. Yeah, the water.
They open the door.
He gets lifted out by Good luck.
We tried to save you.
But,
He's like, you didn't.
But yeah, Smith. They formed Smith Lake. It's fairly recent. I want to say it's back in the 40s.
Smith Lake
Oh.
is beautiful, but they destroyed.
And,
a
Lake
big
Martin is the
ecosystem.
largest man-made
Yeah.
lake in Alabama.
Lake Martin is.
Yeah,
Is that where
well,
your parents
yeah.
live? What's their
Smith
address
Lake
again?
is the cleanest.
Don't worry about
Okay.
And the deepest.
Huh?
Smith Lake is the deepest too, I think.
Yeah.
And cleanest.
How deep
it's
is-
like one of the. I think it's like the third cleanest body of water in the nation.
Oh, really?
I think
I
so.
buy that.
Golly.
So
I know it's top five.
You know why? Because what feeds it is Bankhead National Forest. So they dammed the end of Sipsey River.
You gotta stop cussing. It's just out of control.
Yeah, he's saying it a lot now.
He's saying it just because he knows he can get away
Well,
with it. right?
Smith Lake is beautiful, but man, there are some cool cliffs that they covered up.
Yeah. There, I think there's a video. I did see a video online that they were explaining how they built it. You know how Smith Lake came to be, and you see
pretty cool.
pictures. You see pictures of the town they covered up.
Dang, that's
cool.
so cool.
I had
So
no idea
mechanical
about that.
engineer, farmer,
Scuba diver.
CrossFitter.
extreme
CrossFit.
athlete.
Yeah,
Yeah,
CrossFitter.
Yep.
Ab person.
Ab?
Has abs.
Oh, has abs.
I got.
Andrew just put you in a category. Based on your physical. Ab person. Didn't know that. Didn't know that.
A person of abs.
We don't judge a book by a cover around here, but abs. So,
Ab person.
Yeah, that and all the guys that I grew up with. We went to high school and college together. We take 4-wheeling trips.
No, that's
Two-
cool.
I mean, that's
Oh yeah.
Just good old boys doing good old boy things.
Oh, getting stupid.
I love it.
Get stupid.
I mean, everyone's like, "Oh, okay, so you go trail riding." I'm like, "Yeah, not what you typically see."
You
I
should
mean,
you
we're-
should bring them in the gym and just crush them.
Actually, one of my buddies has asked me. He was like, I keep trying to bring him in here.
let's go.
I know.
I know
Um,
a guy that could probably help out with that.
I got a guy.
You got a guy.
But yeah, we
awesome.
and we'll go trail riding, and we hit it pretty fast.
That's awesome.
You know, because it's not like what you would picture on a beer commercial, somebody just kind of meandering through.
Right.
No, we're running and gunning.
Yeah, you're not drinking Michelob Ultra. Drinking Bush
There's
Heavy.
no time. There's no time to drink.
We're usually carrying flasks.
Oh, that's good.
Have you considered a Camelback full of beer?
Yeah.
For his whiskey.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Grown man stuff.
2 liters.
It helps deaden the pain when you fall.
Oh God.
That is awesome.
So it also increases the risk of falling.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, I think it's better because you're relaxed. You know,
Yeah,
take
yeah.
the fall a little easier. Yeah, so James is probably, so he just got super serious. So we met James because he came into CrossFit because you knew Amber, right? That's why you came in?
Yeah. Used to work with Amber. Yeah.
So she brought him in, and then James just recently decided to start taking CrossFit a little more serious. So he's been doing a lot more personal programming, and so that adds to the mystique of James, because we're like, dude, how could he possibly be an engineer? He's also gonna do his farm thing. He restores his Jeep. He did that.
That is the most beautiful Jeep in the world.
Hey, appreciate it.
I mean, you want to talk about the most interesting man in the world?
James.
James, there's something new to James every time.
We
every time we talk.
we should get Adam and James in here at the same time and just shoot stories back and forth.
Yeah, and get.
He's
and
like,
get
you ever punched
get rid of like Andrew and have like.
I mean, to be honest with you, we should all leave.
Yeah, just
I'll listen to
Just
that.
sit here and talk.
Yeah. They can just trade stories back.
Probably need to get rid of you and me and let them go and sit down so they can actually talk.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I thought I was quiet for a little bit there. Wasn't I quiet?
I'm just
quiet.
No.
Anyway, let's put the spotlight back on me. No.
James, tell us about your family a little bit.
Well, let's see.
I mean, not too
My stepdaughter, she is 27, and she is amazing. She's got two little kids. I was going to say girls, but no, she has a girl and a boy.
Awesome.
Little girl, Stella, she's about 2 years old, born just before the pandemic.
Oh,
nice.
And-
So she's
Pre-pandy.
a COVID baby.
Yeah, she's like right there with Camille.
Yep. And then Oliver was born back in November. And,
recent. Small
Oh,
baby.
really recent.
New baby.
Oh, yeah. But she's amazing.
That's awesome.
The funny thing about when she was giving birth to both of them, when she was first pregnant with Stella, all right, just to kind of paint the picture, she does not like to get dirty, is terrified of a fly, a wasp, you name it, insects terrify her. All right, well, she goes to have a kid and just pops the thing out in about 5 minutes. And I was like, well, I guess I'll have a baby. And then when Oliver came, this one, I was floored. He was halfway out, and the nurse and the doctor looked up and said, do you want to take him out? And she just sat up and goes, okay, takes him out. And I go,
Herself?
yes. And I went, excuse? I went, who?
You can do that?
What?
What are you paying for?
She reached down, picked him up, and cradled him. And
What in the world?
I
In the
know.
hospital?
My gosh.
Yes.
The doctor is just like, you know what? You go ahead, do it.
I've been working a long shift.
You
want to take it from here?
He sits back, lights a cigarette.
You're doing a great job.
I mean,
Congratulations,
that's pretty cool,
Bob.
though.
Yeah.
Whoa,
When they told me that story, I was like, no, you didn't.
that is crazy.
That is nuts.
But yeah,
oh my
no,
god.
Dude, that's
she's
like-
amazing.
That's not a common thing to happen.
No, it's not. No.
My gosh, no. What? I'd have been terrified as the father if they'd asked me to pull. I'd be like, nah, I'm all set, man. You get that baby out of here.
Yeah, I was about to say, you take care of that
Yeah,
right there.
you take that.
We are paying you for a reason.
Yeah, I'm above waist. You hear me, man? We're up
They're
here.
like, hey, do you want to start this IV line? You're like, what is going on here? What am I doing?
I think her husband was standing there like, no, I don't think she. Oh, she's okay. We're doing this. Okay.
I mean, that's
Got it.
She was, the doctor was actually talking to the husband. You want to take her out? And then
Yeah, she's like,
okay.
they're like, whoa, no.
She's like,
what?
stop being a. And then
Yeah.
Stop being a what?
That is cool.
But
I
yeah,
said nothing.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know if you can do that. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you
didn't
can.
say anything.
Can you leave emphasis?
Yeah, can you
Yeah,
communicate?
all right, let's
All right,
chill out
back
on
to-
this.
back
Yeah,
to the family.
so keep going with the family, James.
All right. Let's see. My wife, she is CEO of Leadership Greater Huntsville.
So she knows John Allen then, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
okay.
yeah. They're buddies.
I figured so.
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you guys been married?
Let's see. We got married in 2002. So
So 20
years.
years. Well, you just said that like it
The,
wasn't important. You were like 20
I know.
20 years.
What year is it?
So that's exciting. 20 years together.
Yep.
You've got a beautiful house.
Yeah.
It's a pit bull that doesn't like guys.
That is
Especially
true.
Mary.
Mostly me.
Oh my gosh. Don't feel bad. She still bites me all the time.
So-
I just liked how we walked in your house, which we appreciate you letting us use the bathroom, and you're like, and this dog is up on me, and you're like, hey, be careful, that one bites. I'm like, this dog right here. I was like, the one that we're right there. I was like, oh
Yeah.
man, I wish I'd had that heads up about
was just-
2 minutes earlier.
It was
Like,
just
the one I'm petting
nonchalantly.
right now. It was like gnawing at my leg. I was like, this one right here, okay.
Yeah, so we asked
The one that's actively biting my ankle? Yeah, okay.
So we went to use James's bathroom in his house because we were shooting there, and just like totally like invited ourselves in his house. Hey, you got a bathroom inside?
Yeah.
So we walk in, and the pit bull came out, and he said that to Mabry. So I'm terrified. I'm like, well, what should I do? And then he's like, "Oh, I'll just put her outside." So he puts her outside, and then she immediately dumps on his beautiful deck.
Oh no.
She's like, "You gonna put me outside?" All right.
It did feel a little
Yeah.
disgruntled.
I mean, she was looking at me in the eyes. She was like, "You like that, big boy?"
Believe me.
You see what happened? You see what happens when you make me go outside?
This is you.
No one puts me outside.
It'll be a random evening. I'm just sitting on the couch. I'll look over and she's just staring at me like, "I kill you."
She's like, go to sleep and I'll punch you right in your face.
Sounds like that scene from Step Brothers.
James like, "Where'd you get that rat trap?" She got it in her mouth.
That and oh my gosh, I want to say it was probably about 3-4 months ago. We had a skunk around the house, and that dog got out and murdered this skunk. I mean, just it's one of those, like I ran up on him to try and separate, and I hear some kind of massacre going down, and like a skunk giving his last breath is horrible. I mean, it was on the radar like the Saw movies. I was like, oh my God, this is
You wanna
terrible.
play a game?
I know.
Yeah, the pit bulls.
but it's one of those. But it happened like right by the front door of the house, and the entire
Perfect.
Oh my God, the entire house. I mean, I was gagging, but the entire house stunk.
Stunk like a skunk.
And that dog smelled. So we washed her.
That's good.
I don't know how many weeks on end, just continually trying to bathe her, get the stink. And
James is like, I'm sorry. It's time for you to go.
Exactly.
You smell so bad. It's
believe me, there was one night we were arguing about it, and finally, I
You and the dog?
No. I was about ready to just walk over, grab the 9, and go, "We can end this right now."
it's over.
I know how to make this dog smell better. Like,
I guess trying to get rid of this thing.
You won't smell it from 6 feet down.
But yeah.
Did you do the whole tomato bath thing?
No, we didn't do. See, I had a lab years ago that got shot by a skunk, and we tried that.
we got to get these guns away from these skunks.
I know.
It's crazy.
We tried that, but the tomato bath, it just made him look like roadkill. I mean, it was bad. It didn't really help.
Yeah, I feel
Like
like
it was
we did-
Halloween.
We did that for.
Yeah.
I know.
We did that with our golden once, and it was like it didn't work.
I don't know. I think that's an old wives' tale,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, it was better than nothing.
Right.
What is it?
But yeah, I mean,
Now your dog's just covered in tomato juice.
but they also have this skunk away stuff that we wash them with. It
Oh.
helps.
That's nice. Somebody invented that.
But,
Good job.
yeah.
James is like, I fire 3-inch long rockets, but it's cool that you made a stinky thing go away. That's cool.
Hey,
Yeah.
they're solving problems.
So, where else? I was going to say that I forgot.
I mean, there's so much to James.
Yeah, there's so
that
much
we
to
wanna
James.
hit
No, not really.
There's a lot
cool,
of there's a
man.
lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
You're pretty cool.
I do have a story that I think James will appreciate.
Okay.
So, James, I know that you said you enjoy alien talk.
I do.
So, let me tell you what happened to me. So the past several
Anal
weeks.
probe?
So, yeah, that wasn't an alien though. I mean, it was just
Yeah, it was
a
just
normal,
Mabry.
just a normal. Yeah. I mean, I guess sometimes I call Mabry ET.
It's a normal work
Yeah.
function.
Mabry's like, "Did you find that 2x4?" Anyway, I could have said something bigger.
Yeah, 2x8.
I would appreciate
So,
it.
Oh my gosh.
so we're gonna have a friend of James on the podcast, and so I really did a deep dive on some alien stuff, and me and Andrew had talked about it on a podcast before. So I started watching this. I've been watching anything documentary wise on aliens, and I will basically believe anything. So there was a documentary
At
on.
least you can admit it.
There's a
gullible.
there's a documentary
Yeah,
on
bit.
there's a documentary on Prime Video, and
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'm gonna, because the preview is like, the guy's like, I have government documents that prove, and I was like, well, I need to watch this because the documents are gonna prove that the aliens exist.
Yeah.
So I start watching it, and it's this guy named Dr. Greer. Have you heard of this guy?
No.
Okay. So he's been doing the alien. He used to be a medical doctor, and now he's an alien expert. But so basically, the documentary is tricking you into thinking. So he's like, it's not a question of if they're here. They're here. It's how do we communicate with them? And he's like, if you meditate, you can call them to you. And I was like, hold on a second. What are you saying? And he's like, let's get a group of people together. We'll all meditate at the same time. We'll call the aliens down. The government knows this works. And I was like,
Drink a
hey,
little Kool-Aid.
I was like, hey, this sounds a lot like a cult. What's going on here?
Sounds like a Ouija board.
Yeah, so he's like, so he's in
Ouija board.
the desert with people. So they trick you. You think you're gonna find some stuff out about aliens, and he's like, yeah, man, they call it meditating. It's clearly praying. I mean, they're praying. I mean, this is a cult. I mean, he's like, yeah, Jim went outside, couldn't hear.
Jim Jones?
Couldn't hear a lick. Jim went out, had hearing aids in, couldn't hear a word. This alien, we call him the healer. He came over, he touched his shoulder, boom, Jim can hear. And then there's Jim, he's like.
Is this in Colorado?
Probably. I don't know. It was like somewhere out west like that.
So there's like in Crestone area, Colorado, they have this place where it's like a double decker, so the building's like a little circle. Then they have like a deck where you can go see stuff, and they have like this healing garden with all these knickknacks.
Oh yeah, okay. I don't know if that's it, but that sounds interesting.
I've been there.
Did you pray to the aliens? I'm sorry, not pray. Did you meditate to the aliens?
Of course I did.
Did you pray to the mother alien to save you? I mean, this tricked me so good, dude. I was so excited. I was like, I mean, this is a cult. You tricked me. You tricked me to watch this whole documentary.
Share that with me. I'm interested.
That document. I mean, dude, you're gonna hate it immediately because Dr. Greer's like, he's like sitting there. He's like, I mean, obviously, they can heal us.
Well, so this place, they've got like this garden where you can leave knickknacks and stuff, and you're supposed to walk around and you get healed.
Oh, well, I don't know. That's definitely not. That's not what it was.
Oh, okay.
These guys were out in the woods, probably bloodletting and.
They're summoning aliens.
Yeah, they're
fair
like,
enough.
if we all just think the same thoughts and we can call the aliens down, and they're like, oh, look at that, it phased in out of 3 dimension to 4 dimension, you just missed it, and we're like, wait a minute, what do you mean phased in? What do you mean by that? And he's like, yeah, I mean, we just gotta, we really gotta reach out to them mentally. And I was like, you tricked me. I'm an hour and a half into this. You understand that you have tricked me into believing that you knew stuff about aliens. You don't know anything.
To be fair, though,
What's he talking about at the end of the
drug
documentary?
that you're supposed
What
to
do you
take?
No,
it's worse
moving
than
stuff
that.
with your mind.
Well, he's like, he's like, telepathy's a real thing. We can.
He's like,
and
you
you're like,
definitely want to get that LSD.
Yeah,
in
I
you.
was like-
What is the drug that Joe Rogan talks about that like you see aliens?
ayahuasca.
Oh,
DMT, but it's in
DMT,
ayahuasca. It's in ayahuasca.
okay,
Yes.
sure. We should
Yes.
do that together.
No, dude, I'm not a person that does that kind of stuff.
What is it?
It's like people see aliens when
Hey,
they do
the
DMT.
person.
What is it? Just like you're
It's
hallucinating,
Dude, kind of, but from what do you know what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've heard about it. It's not like what you think it is.
I've never heard this.
Have you ever
I
done
use
it?
it every morning.
No.
Okay. I don't think
Kay was like, aliens are my friends. Oh man.
he's like. Kayla's like, yeah, let's pray to them. I mean,
Sorry.
meditate to them. I mean, this guy, so I'll send the documentary to you guys, but it's like they trick you because it's 3 parts. So part 1 is like the truth. And you're like, oh, what's the truth? I mean, what's the truth? What is it? And then
That's what everybody wants.
Part 2 is like, he calls it the close encounter of the 5th kind.
Sure. Nice
So
little
that's
pun.
mentally. You're encountering them mentally. And I was like, all right, well, what does that mean, the 5th kind? So in the second part, he's explaining what the 5th kind means. I was like, okay, well, maybe the aliens are so smart that they figured out. Then he was like, you got to pray to them. I mean, sometimes you got to kill a calf. I don't know. I mean, you got the alien gods. Yeah, you're like, hey man, you freaking tricked me.
So you're sacrificing animals.
That's a
to-
joke. That's a Dusty joke. They're not really.
But this sounds a lot like the Old Testament in the Bible, honestly.
The guy's like, listen, the only way to get the aliens down here is I'm going to have to sleep with all your wives. The guys are like,
Oh
yeah,
my
man, I
gosh.
guess that's right. Yeah. Makes sense. The aliens would want that. So,
They would.
but yeah, I mean, so we should, that got me, but I am all in on the rest of the stuff. Like aliens exist for sure.
I like the stories.
You like the
They're
story?
fun.
So you know
Yeah.
about the Skinwalker Ranch.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I find that is fascinating. There's something going on there.
So you talked to a guy that was on the TV show for Netflix.
Yes.
You know him.
Yes.
And
Way back, he worked at Teledyne Brown back when I first started there. I mean, I was a little junior guy, and so this is going back in '99 or 2000. He was one of their top guys there, and I got to meet him and didn't really work with him on a day-to-day thing, but I do work with a good friend of his, Tim, who you're
He's
going
going to be on the podcast, yeah.
And Tim's always sharing stories.
Yeah.
Huh.
But yeah, started reading the book on Skinwalker, and it's kind of freaky.
Yeah.
And then just all of the stories about it I find fascinating, and also, you know, when it starts getting into some of the crazy technology that they think is there, and then it also kind of correlates with some of the like World War II tech that just kind of
What?
miraculously
Excuse
came
me?
around. Not Skinwalker's not tied to World War II, but I'm just saying like all
Alien
that same,
technology is?
Yeah,
To World War II?
yeah. There was always that whole Well,
Like
You never. I was gonna say they.
like the Germans created it.
yeah, like the Nazi bell.
Dude, that's like that's
I've
like.
heard about. So I watched a documentary that was like
Yeah.
about that.
What about Area
That's-
51 is after that?
But no, that's the whole thing. Like
Is
comic books make like they harp
Yeah.
on that
Oh, yeah.
Hydra. That's
Oh,
like
yeah.
the Tesla.
Yeah.
That's like the whole thing. They got that
Yeah.
from real life stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's,
Yeah.
Like
You don't
the
think someone
Germans
just
were
like, oh,
really
this is-
advanced,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
I mean, not advanced enough.
I mean, true. Yeah, got him. But no, yeah, that's like the whole. Like, I mean, obviously, I'm relating that to a very simplistic thing, but that was.
You just
like
looked at me like I'm crazy. You're like, it's in the comic books.
Yeah.
You dumb.
He's talking about comic books. He's like, obviously.
He's scolding me. I'm sorry. Have you not heard of Hail Hydra?
But I mean, that's where
Captain
the comic books
America?
got it from. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, that's where they got it from. Comic books. There's
But-
always been that like the Germans found something.
There's always been that stigma.
Like, there was like there's always
James, let me, since you're in the.
it's the same thing in Indiana Jones. They found it. You know.
Oh yeah, good point.
Oh,
That's
Crystal
another
Skulls
good-
was the best one.
Pretty weird.
Yeah, that is.
Hot take.
Coming across.
Wait,
I mean,
hold on.
I do
Hot
love Shia LaBeouf, but it's not the best one.
James, what's your favorite Home Alone movie, real quick?
Oh gosh.
If you say Home Alone 4, I promise you I'll fight you.
Really, the only one I remember is the first one.
That's the only one that you really
That's the
answer.
only one worth remembering.
I mean, I don't know how many they made, but I was just
Like
my
7
God.
now.
Yeah, it's too
I
many
mean,
now.
Yeah, they need to
They
stop
only
hiring
made-
Macaulay
They
Culkin.
only
He's
made
like,
two with
I know, I'm just joking.
But
So-
we're all in agreement that Home Alone 1 is the best.
Andrew thinks Home Alone 2 is better than Home Alone 1.
Well, that's Andrew.
Yeah, that is Andrew.
That is Andrew. All right, let's get back to these.
Sorry.
Let's get back to these Germans with their
So,
advanced technology.
James, let me fire some stuff off at you since you work in like aerospace and all this kind of cool stuff.
Sure.
Did an alien spaceship crash on Area 51?
I think so.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, he knows. He's got
He
it.
would know.
I mean, if anybody knows, it's him, right?
Right.
Okay. So do you believe that we recovered alien tech on that and then took it and then tying that into like, I don't know if it came from that, but you heard the Bob Lazar stuff?
Oh yeah.
So
Oh,
do you
yeah.
believe that that is like something that could have happened there?
I think it's a distinct possibility.
See
I
this
really do.
guy. over
Well,
here.
so that's when you just said Bob Lazar stuff. You I mean, I feel like there's a lot to unpack there.
Well, so for those of you listening,
You don't know Bob?
I mean, I
For-
do
But
know,
what about Bob?
Oh, do you not know about it?
I do know a
So
little
for those of you listening who don't know, I'll just say it. I'm just going to do the stupid, real quick version. Bob Lazar was a propulsion expert who they brought in to. It's a part of Area 51. It's called Area S4. And so he said that when he went there, they briefed him on all this stuff, and then they brought him in to reverse engineer alien technology, and that they had 9 crafts. And that he was working on just the propulsion. They compartmentalized is what Mabry was talking. So all he worked on was the propulsion. He didn't get to talk to anybody else, like anybody about the metals. He just got to work with the propulsion guys. And then his wife, so he was heavily monitored because they have to keep it a secret. His wife cheated on him, and he was like, oh, he's unstable. We have to fire him, basically get rid of him. So he thought they were going to kill him in the 80s. So he came out and said, hey, this is what's going on there. And they basically, if you believe his story, they tried to discredit him, and they were like, he never went to this college.
But he did.
But they can prove that he went to the one college. They can prove that he worked at this other job site that he said he
They
did.
were like he was on accounting for stuff.
The craziest thing that he said, and I don't know if you think of this, the craziest thing to me that he said is in the 80s, he said they had a thing called 115. What is it?
Yeah.
Element.
Element 115. And in the 80s, they were like, that doesn't make any sense. And then like in 2014, they created it for the first time on Earth.
Yeah.
And Bob was like, interesting. Oh, you guys created, did you guys create Element 115? Oh, that's weird, huh? You guys made it,
For
huh?
seconds, it didn't.
It just,
stand,
yeah,
right?
it was not stable version, but.
And that's what we know as the general population.
No, so there's other guys that discredit him and say he was just a crazy person and was friends with guys that worked there, so he's making up these stories or whatever. So it's, I want to believe that he worked on alien technology.
I mean, he's like on Joe Rogan's podcast, right? Like
That's a
he's-
good podcast. Yeah, it's a good.
That's
if you
actually a
haven't-
very fun one to listen to.
Yeah, it is because
I'll listen to it.
So
again.
his belief
Yeah.
was that that they had they can control gravity forces to press up against
that the element 115
Right.
was a gravitational propulsion.
right. So if you were to have a gravitational propulsion system, you would ultimately need some kind of aircraft that could withstand great amount of pressure, right?
I think it would be the G forces, right? Because
Right.
you basically.
But it would be some extent of pressure, right? James, what did you say you were?
Y'all are just
head
saying
up?
things.
Oh, are you making?
Pressurization?
You guys are just saying pressure, G-forces, and gravity.
Hey, would you listen to the
Trying to
question?
know.
Would
Hey,
you
listen. First off,
what did James say he was somewhat of an expert in?
first off, G forces don't exist. You can't find them. That's something else. Sorry.
James is working on the aircraft right now. He's like,
James won't answer. He's like, I don't know anything about reverse engineering spacecrafts or anything like that. So like,
Take Bob Lazar's name. You can spell James.
you just gotta drop the Z.
And you're there. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I am very deep into this, and I believe I'm like, dude, I'm like, well, I mean, it's clearly the aliens, and I'm like watching these guys, and they're like, they flew down and they shut off all of our nuclear weapons.
So
And
why
I'm
does it
like,
happen around World War II? Is it
Because we
is
dropped
the
the first nuclear
is that
bomb or the
theory?
atomic bomb.
Is
Yeah.
that the theory? Okay.
The theory is that they were like aliens were watching us,
And they were like, oh
and
my
they were
God.
like, hey, dude, we gotta, hey, they just did something bad. We should go check this
Just
out.
like imagine if you were watching an ant farm in your house and one of them just blew up.
Or you see an ant reaching for a knife, and you're like, hey, man, you can't. What are you doing with that knife?
This is getting serious.
gasoline. No.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, so I mean that's kind of yeah. So we don't need to know all your theories, James, but you think there's
Oh, yeah.
You think
I
that
mean-
gravity? So I guess the question is did we create it or is it alien? That's like the major question, right?
Right.
And as somebody that's a mechanical engineer, we obviously couldn't create that right now because we don't have the ability to.
The only thing about it.
But that's none of my
I interrupted
business.
You the question, but the only thing about my opinion about like did the Germans create it or did we create it? Like it's been 80 years. Do you think we would have figured out how to like industrialize it?
So
Actually, Tesla,
Oh.
Nikola Tesla, there's some of his experiments that can't be duplicated.
they can't
Really?
be.
Like what?
They
way?
don't know
What do
how
you
he
mean?
did it.
Did you try?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Have you tried?
No.
Well, maybe we should try
I-
together.
I would like to.
Did you say we?
We just got to send some. He wanted to send
What are
electricity.
you providing in this
That's
situation?
really
Comic relief, baby. Get James loose, you know?
Bam!
You got to send electricity through the air, right? I mean, send it through the air. Give it
James
to
said you can't
everybody.
get it to work. He was like, you take a shot.
I'm like, what's that?
It's the old disappearing thumb trick.
I told that to Mabry when I told him the story about the guys were like, do you want to know how to call aliens? Oh no! Oh, is it my thumb? I don't know. The aliens, am I right?
No, that's
Yeah. So, I mean, it's very interesting. It's fun to talk
Yeah,
about.
it's interesting. I'm going back to Crestone area this summer, so I'll
That's
let
a
you
place
know
in
if I see
Colorado?
any.
bring those aliens.
I'll let you know if I
I'll
see
tell
any.
Just yeah. So apparently, this guy, Dr. Greer, says if you pray, I'm sorry, excuse me, not pray. If you meditate to them, you tell them exactly where you are,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, cool, I'll just come there right now."
I mean,
Oh, thanks for the data.
Did you ever hear on the Joe Rogan podcast the Indian Sadhguru? You ever?
No.
You familiar with him?
I know who you're talking about.
Okay. Well, he was on Rogan.
Yes, yes, I know who you're
Basically
talking about.
talking about his initiative about safe soil, all that. Then they get into an alien talk.
Of course.
And it's actually very interesting, but it kind of parallels what you're describing because he basically says, well, they don't necessarily have to look like us and they don't have to be in the physical world with us, but
Oh boy.
you know, Joe goes for the money shot with him. Is like, have you seen one? He goes, well, yeah, I've talked with one.
Well, yeah.
I know. So anyway, like on the tail end of that podcast, they get to talking about it, and the whole time he's like, oh no, you're gonna think I'm crazy. And
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah.
no,
Oh,
I don't.
boy.
But yeah,
Well, this Dr. Greer is like, yeah, they phase in and out of the dimension that we can see, and I was like, what do you mean you mean like you're like, oh, there he is. Oh, you just missed him. Oh, he phased, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's the old healer.
It sounds a lot like Christianity and praying.
It
and
sounds dangerously
believing that-
close to what they were doing in Waco, Texas. Is what I'm saying.
oh gosh,
Scientology.
Yeah. So
you want to talk about conspiracy theory?
yeah, James
Y'all
like
watch-
Waco never happened.
It's not
No,
really,
it happened.
It's not really related, but it's kind of related. But did y'all ever watch the documentary? It's on Netflix called Pray and Obey.
No.
It's about like this super sect of Mormon church in Utah that they were the polygamist. You should watch it. It's nuts.
No, I've heard stories. Hadn't seen that.
It's crazy.
I mean, that just seems like definitely just a guy being a guy, like, you know.
Oh, exactly. I mean, that's pretty much what it was.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
What was the guy's date? Well, who was in Waco, Texas? It was
Jim Jones.
no. It was David Koresh.
Yeah,
David
Koresh.
Koresh. He was literally like, "If you guys have wives, I'll take them." And they were like, "Cool, bro. Cool, thanks, dude."
He was like, "Heaven, sure."
He's like, "Yeah, I got to sleep with all your wives,"
What a
and they were
weird-
like, "Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes
and
that
you-
makes
and
that
you
makes
can't
sense."
sleep
Yeah,
with them.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah. He was like, "You can't sleep with them ever, but I'll do it." And they were like, "Oh, that's a great idea. I hadn't thought about that. It's good."
What group of people were like, this makes sense?
Dude, I think it's the people that are praying to the aliens. I think I mean, those are the guys, Scientologists, like those kind of people.
Dude, it's
That's
so interesting. Like cults like that go against aliens. There's like the people that'll kill themselves because they thought the aliens were coming.
The Haley Bob Comet one.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, those people.
Yep.
They were wearing the Nikes and the purple sheets. Is that what it
Yep.
was? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean that. You know.
Weird.
I mean,
I don't know
you
anything
it's-
about
we're-
that.
You know, they were
I don't
like,
really care to know.
"Oh, here comes the asteroid! Everybody, kill yourself right now!"
That happened.
The last guy was like, "All right,
Losers.
I think that happened back in
He
the
was
nineties.
like, idiots. He's like, "Now I got all these shoes."
eBay.
yeah.
Purple sheets won't sell well, but nice. So they'll go.
He's like, "Dude, what a bunch of idiots." Yeah, so it's some crazy stuff when you start getting to that side of it. I just think that they're out there and they're like just watching us. They're like, what are these? Because what people say is like, ants don't know that we're up here. They're just like doing their thing. They're like, "Hey, who just stepped on Bill?" And they can't see us because they're too far gone. So we're like, that's why we can't really see them. It's like they're too above our ability to understand. Technologically.
I mean, I see what you're saying.
Maybe.
But
Hear what I'm saying? And also they came down and accelerated the growth of monkeys to
But
increase.
ants have proof.
Don't say that.
Ants, ants have proof that we're here.
Huh?
So ants have proof that we're here.
What do you mean?
When they get
Ants
Well,
bite
dude,
you.
this guy's praying to him. They're coming to see him. I mean, what other proof do you need?
ants bite you though.
yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Well,
we
yeah.
we shoot at the aircrafts, right? Am I right? We shoot at them. We shouldn't.
I don't know if we ever shot at
We
one.
shot. Well, they say we shot at them.
Oh.
Shot at aliens?
We shot at the crafts, the unidentified crafts,
When?
when they get into restricted airspace. You think they're like, "Oh, cool. This thing, it's in a restricted airspace, but it's fine.
Are you
We'll
talking
just let
about
it
like
go."
the Navy pilots that?
They didn't shoot at it.
I don't think they
didn't
did.
shoot. Like Commander Fravor.
Also, I'm still sus about that one. That's just like a.
All right, please
Hey,
just
man,
say
you-
suspect.
Sus makes me feel.
I mean, come on. Like, jeez.
Respect the podcast.
And it's
Golly.
2022. Respect the time.
No, I will not.
So we don't need to
You
be.
will speak in
Y'all are
full.
like y'all are like the people that are born in like the 60s, and they're like,
Well, back in my day, we used the whole
They're like-
word.
Yeah, that's
We
exactly. We're on
said
a
what we
podcast,
meant, and we
you-
meant what we
yeah,
said.
We're on a podcast. Use the
Good
whole word.
music stopped being created after I graduated high school.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah.
Well, I
The
mean,
music's pretty terrible right now. Just being honest with you, that's not a great.
I mean,
example.
Lil Uzi
Nickelback
Vert
photograph.
or Mike Jones. I mean, right?
Oh
Come
my
on.
gosh.
Lil Uzi Vert, is he a skateboarder?
No, he's a rapper. Or Mike Jones.
Mike Jones is pretty sweet.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah.
Jones?
James, one of the other, so we don't have to. Obviously, aliens exist. They accelerated monkey growth.
I thought it was chimpanzees.
No. It's
Get your facts
apes.
straight.
No. What was it?
It was the.
It was apes, right?
No,
apes is what they
you
think.
said
Not
chimpanzees.
chimpanzees. I lied if I said chimpanzees. It's
You
apes.
definitely said chimpanzee.
Yeah.
I didn't mean. Well, they're all the
Well,
same.
Either one.
They're all the same.
You're wrong.
Well,
but,
I mean-
okay.
They're all the same.
You guys familiar with Arthur
Really?
Clarke, 2001 Space Odyssey?
Yeah.
All right. Do you have the movie? The beginning of the movie with the apes?
I don't know. I've never seen
See,
the
it's a whole
movie.
theory. The monolith shows up on Earth
Yeah, makes sense.
and is placed
Tracking.
right in front of a bunch of apes, and immediately upon its appearance, they start understanding how to use tools. And
the
it's,
monolith.
Yep.
What is that? Am I done?
Well, it's represented.
One lift.
The structure.
It's just represented as a big black rectangle.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember.
Oh, that
Well,
thing.
because I
that
remember
thing.
when it showed up in Utah like a couple years, like a year
Yeah,
ago.
that was the deal. Like when it first showed up, they're all like, "Oh crap, this is
People
like
are like,
2001."
A monolith just showed up in
Yeah.
Utah.
Oh yeah.
You didn't say this? People,
Haven't you
someone
seen
put
this?
it there.
People took a bunch of pictures with
Yeah.
it.
Someone
Yeah.
put it there, but
Wait.
people were freaking out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking
Like moved
about.
from like different.
I
Spots
got what you're
in
talking
Utah.
about. Yeah.
I got excited when that happened. I was like, "Oh, does this mean?
Are they coming back? Is
I
it
was like,
down?
is it
Is
real?"
this the end of time?
I was like, "Wow."
Is this it? Yeah, I mean that's pretty.
War of Worlds.
So yeah, apparently if those things can go as fast as they say they can, we're in some trouble.
Hey, listen. We won the Revolutionary War. We will
And the Civil War.
got
Well, it
this.
depends on which
World
side.
War II.
Yeah,
We will win again.
You're in Alabama. We didn't win the Civil War down here.
Yeah.
we did.
They lost.
Back in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, back in
we're still
Pennsylvania, we
we're
won.
still celebrating.
In the homeland.
Yeah,
Good job, guys.
we still high five about the Civil War. We're like, remember that time? Remember that time?
Yeah,
That's weird.
ultimate victory.
Yeah. Ultimate victory.
We got him.
They're like, some of us Americans are undefeated.
Do you not?
Tom Brady, the GOAT. All right. It's like until he went down to Tampa. Then,
They said they would just throw, like, what the story is that to trick the Southerners, they would throw biscuits and gravy on the ground, and when they were
That'll
trying to
stop
scoop
them.
that up, they were trying to be
Man,
shot.
why you got to be so mean?
James like
Probably-
biscuits and
I mean,
gravy are good,
wow.
bro.
Yeah, I
Somebody
mean, yeah,
don't
we were. Actually, when I lived in Richmond, we did like a tour, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, it was so hot." I was like, "This is gonna be terrible." But they talked about this slave who worked at one of the meeting places of the Southern generals and stuff.
Yeah.
And she would report back to the Northern ones, and everyone just took her for granted. But she had an eidetic memory, so anything she saw, she could report back. So they would take notes, and she would just look at it and then throw it in the trash, and then she could go back and report it. And it was like a huge advantage the North had.
Oh, wow.
I was like, I've never heard that story. I was
It's like the
what a
first
cool-
camera.
Yeah, she was a camera.
She was like,
That's really
she was
cool.
like,
She was like, click.
yeah.
I basically can do that. So
I was like, that
Yeah,
is
really?
crazy.
Yeah.
So-
Show me something, I'll remember.
I have to check the workout whiteboard about 6 times
yeah.
before the WOD, and then about 10 times during the WOD.
Just the fact that you said, show me something, and you went, you closed your eyes.
Andrew, show me something. Got it. It's in the it's in the trap now.
Chimpanzees, apes, same thing. Eidetic memory.
The fact that it is probably
never nothing.
it is
missed
probably
here.
the most racist thing that I'm like chimps, apes, all the same stuff. I mean, they're fine, right? I mean, they're good, right? Yeah. I meant
sure they-
apes,
okay,
not
whatever.
chimps.
Don't think it matters.
It matters to the accelerated.
I mean, I didn't know there was different kinds of monkeys until I was at least in 5th grade.
you thought there was only one.
Well, I mean, 5th grade's
see,
probably
fifth
a
grade
good time
about
to figure
time
that out. I was about to say, that's not
He said that
normal.
like he was like mad at the school system. This was the 5th grade before I learned more about.
He's like, did you know that there's not just one type of monkey? Did you guys know this? Did you hear about this?
My parents used to say monkey. I go ooh ha ha. You know? Now there's different sounds.
Yeah, some of
Not
them.
even the right sound.
Yeah, some of them are different. Yeah, some of them are.
We're like, all right.
When'd you learn it? 5th grade?
Yeah,
That's
Seems
not
on
that
track.
That's about right.
Southern schooling, am I right? They're walking. Your teacher walks into 1st grade. Like, listen, first thing I want to tell you guys, all monkeys are the same.
Common
Your
Core.
Andrew's like, got it.
Common
Slugged
Core.
away.
Can you believe it?
Yeah. First off, I want to tell you that all monkeys are the same, and let me teach you how to do this math problem really difficult way.
Don't even get me going on math. What the hell happened to carry the one?
Hell, maybe. Dang it! Will you give me a drink? Not a mimosa. God, dog.
I don't even know if we have any more mimosa left.
Do you want one of these drinks?
Then
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
take a.
But oh my gosh,
Yeah.
the new
Right, how do you change math? Explain. You're a mechanical engineer. How can they change math?
It's propaganda from the Chinese
Yeah.
to make us harder.
I mean, we should be more worried about
But
the
the
Chinese.
thing
than
is
aliens,
like,
right?
then they
What's
came
that?
up with
The Chinese. We should be.
no,
more
we should be worried about the aliens. If
No,
we're afraid
we
that
should be
they're.
more worried about the Chinese. I mean, they're
we're
definitely
worried about
coming
the
over.
Chinese.
Yeah.
you really should.
We don't even. We're not.
Okay,
we're
sorry, I'm gonna be worried
we're-
about the Chinese.
We're literally talking, and we are trying to prove they're real. Chinese are definitely real.
You understand-
And they definitely hate us.
These two need to drink that whole entire thing before.
Hey, the whole thing.
The whole thing?
Rough.
Well, I mean, that's the rule.
That's the
guys.
rule.
You understand? I'm driving you home.
I mean,
I mean, I'll drive your truck home.
Cheers,
these are-
brother.
These are consequences. Caleb, why they do that? Will you pass me the how much is left?
Oh, it's too
Enough
cold.
for you?
Oh
It's cold in the throat, dude.
What's everybody looking like? Does everybody?
Well, top them off, man.
You want some more?
I'll take a little bit more.
I mean, it is a little bit. We're gonna splissy splash.
That's fine.
Splash. That's a curse. You can't say that.
All right, you just drink your cola. Worst time to drink it.
So I know James can't answer this right now.
Yeah, y'all.
But to move on, since Dusty's preoccupied
Caleb,
and can't talk.
this is your time to talk. Let's go, Caleb.
I'm just like, wait a minute. Hold on.
But since Dusty can't talk right now,
Just like,
and we so we can stop talking about aliens for a second. I know Andrew wanted to talk about it earlier, but
Yes.
you were. Go ahead, Andrew. Actually, this is something that you want to talk about.
Yeah, so I've heard,
Oh boy.
and you brought it up earlier already.
No,
Because I
dear.
feel like you want to talk about it. You were a DJ
I was.
in your days.
Oh, that was a real thing.
Yeah.
He was a legit DJ.
What?
Yeah. Andrew made that up.
I wanted to
He
bring
was
up.
not, I mean, I thought he was.
So Angela, that is
Yeah.
an avid listener to the podcast,
Yes.
said that you DJ'd her
Homecoming.
homecoming.
What?
Yeah, sure did. We were Soundworks.
We were like,
That was the name.
Sound works.
Sound
Yeah.
works.
Yeah,
When
they,
did you do that?
That's just facts.
let's see. When I was 16, took a job at Skate Odyssey down on South Parkway.
Oh my
That's
God,
now.
you DJ at a
You're a
skating rink?
skate rink DJ?
Oh yeah.
How many times did you
That's
do
the
the
best
cha-cha
kind of
slide?
DJ.
Dude, that is
Oh,
the
all
best
the time.
kind for sure.
And
They're like, play a slow song. You're like, here it comes.
yeah. So, hey, that's right.
Around bright eyes.
But yeah,
The Commodores instead.
yeah. Started at Skate Odyssey. Met my best friend Gerald. He was the manager, and we actually ended up being roommates down
Dave's
at.
not gonna like to hear that.
Sorry, Dave.
Sorry, Dave.
Sorry, Dave.
Well, you should have shown up on Saturday.
Good point.
Yeah.
But Gerald and I were roommates down at Auburn, and while we were down there, we set up a mobile DJ service. And so we were playing sororities, fraternities,
Let's go.
and high school dances.
Right.
So pretty much all through college. Kept it up a little bit after college, and then I would say probably about the time I was 26, 27, maybe 30, finally just said, okay, it's too many things are happening. It's taking too much.
You're like, I can't be a DJ anymore. I
Did
had to grow
Did
up.
you think it was going to be like you were going to hit it big? Were you
No.
like this man? Oh, okay. I was like,
No, it was more. It was fun. I mean, I
So what
really
was you
enjoyed
probably
music.
made decent money doing that too.
what you're about to ask is an important question.
Yeah,
So when you did the sorority,
It's a very important question.
What was your DJ name?
it's just James.
Ah, come on.
Your name was
I didn't-
DJ James?
No, I didn't have. We didn't call each other.
You didn't even
DJ.
say DJ. You're just like, I'm James.
Believe me.
They like showed up and were like Soundworks, right?
Yeah, that was the name of the company.
They're like, yeah. they're-
But
James
that,
is
you
like,
still need a DJ.
who's
man.
DJing
James
for
like,
Soundworks?
James is on the mic to everybody.
Hey, everybody, I'm James.
Well, Gerald is like 10 times the DJ than I ever was. So he spent a lot of time on it.
Don't
I
sell
would spend more
yourself
time. I spent a lot of time on the
Dave's
mic
like,
talking to
Gerald
folks and
sounds
stuff
like he
like
sucks.
that. But, yeah.
So-
I only played Meatloaf. We're like, all right, James. Well, I see why it didn't work out for you.
But no, I started out at the skating rink, so it was like,
Can I ask you a question right
Sick.
now? Do you still feel confident if we had the equipment that you would DJ something?
I still had the equipment.
Okay. Now, okay. Follow-up question: if I put in the legwork and get a strip club to let you DJ it,
Oh my God.
will you DJ at a strip club?
Sure.
Yes.
It can't be that hard.
Pony 2, if you're listening.
I was gonna say I know where he's going with that.
DJ James on the main stage. Candy.
Come up with a better.
She's 6 months pregnant. Look, but don't touch, boys.
Oh,
No,
man.
you want. I think you want to further along that so the guts really go.
Here comes Juicy. She gave birth yesterday.
Daycare's closed, so she's got the baby.
Like my daughter, she pulled it out herself.
Visualize.
She won't be able to spin on the pole today.
But she was standing still on the stage.
Yeah.
And later, you'll get to see her breastfeed.
Guys, if you could stop throwing quarters.
Yeah, we that was actually back when you had vinyl. We spun.
Did you spit? Did you?
Like
Let's
legit
go.
DJ.
Dude, you
Yeah,
spun.
yeah.
You actually scratched
Not with
discs.
these kids
Oh, yeah.
today.
Oh my
disc,
god.
Oh no! Believe me, when we go to like a
Honestly,
wedding
that's
or
what
anything
we
like
Yeah.
that, and I see the setup that they have, and I was like, you have no idea how good you have it. It's like you have no idea the amount of crates of records that we had to carry. I mean, it was
They're
just
like
insane.
USB drive.
That and like the speakers in the gym that have the amp already in them.
Yeah.
All that.
Right,
Oh my.
Already in them. Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, my parents let me have a sound system in my room, and it was like I know exactly what you're talking about. You have to have
Yeah.
a separate amp.
Oh, yeah.
With your speaker, it's like it's a whole setup.
Oh my
And now
gosh, we had
everything's
to. We
one
would
little
carry
thing.
racks of amplifiers and these huge speakers, and just. I mean, it was physical. That's one when you say like, "Well, why don't you quit?" I was like, I got tired.
Yeah.
It's too. They're like, James, just go to CDs. He's like, never. I'll
mean,
never
we-
go to CDs.
We use CDs. In fact, I still have the players. I got a CD player you can scratch on.
Oh.
I'll bring
You
that in.
scratch the
Let
little
you-
discs?
Yeah. Yeah, you can scratch on it.
That's pretty cool.
It treats it just like a turntable.
We should probably look into this, huh? Yeah, we'll
But
do some more.
Gerald still plays. He plays at clubs downtown. And,
Andrew probably knows him.
Maybe.
Whiskey bottoms.
This is DJ Joe.
Yeah, he doesn't do whiskey.
DJ.
What do you think
I'm
of-
here at
What do you think of
Andrew's
whiskey
bar
bottoms,
mitzvah.
What do I think of whiskey bottoms? I don't really want to go in there.
Look, it's a fun cowboy bar. That's all it is.
No,
Well,
it's not.
we still have to. Hey, we still have to go in there. Trey Thomas Travis.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Triple T.
I got to say that when I listen to
Travis
that, I agree wholeheartedly because every time I drive past it or walk past, I'm like, that's just a fight waiting to happen.
If you walk into that bar, you're fighting somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
That's what's happening.
All right, my next question.
James is like,
Yeah.
ride a real bull. Stop being a wimp.
I think y'all will be grossly just not happy with the bar scene.
I've already said I do not want to go do that. But I said,
I'm
if
just saying.
you pay for my drinks, I'll go in there and let you punch me in the face. That's it.
So
It's easy.
you have at the gym, James is known for his dance moves, his rhythm.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Wait,
So
hold on. Wait.
there is
At
a-
Auburn, were you or were you not a cheerleader?
This is a question I was going to ask.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Maybe Caleb's like, I got a really question I've been holding on to. Caleb's setting it up super nice, and here comes Mabry. Cheerleader! Got to it first, Caleb. Idiot. Don't draw out your question. And then Andrew's like, cheerleader. I got there just a second before you did.
I had it. Well, I'm going to go run out in traffic right now. That's on me, Caleb.
Caleb was just giving me crap back, and you're like, cheerleader.
I said we need to leave. I said we need to leave.
Caleb, go ahead and finish your
Caleb,
question.
please,
Caleb, go ahead and finish your question. It's been ruined.
But at Auburn, were you or were you not a cheerleader for the team?
Oh, no, not at Auburn. No.
Oh, okay. Where were you?
Huntsville High.
He's like,
high, okay.
Dallas Cowboys, you ever heard of them?
I'm kind of a big deal. But yeah, in high school I was.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, but I was young and I was like the weakest one, and I mean it was
Wait. You're the weakest one?
The weakest.
Like
the
girls
guys.
included? Okay.
yeah. They,
you can outlive those.
usually what they did.
Susie has a grip, man. I'm just telling you.
Well, I mean, normally what they would do is they would recruit the wrestlers because the way our seasons worked is that we were training during football season, and then
Gotcha.
wrestling season kicked in pretty much like as soon as the football games were done.
Gotcha.
And so they would always hit us up and they're like, "Hey, we need guys. Can you help us out?" And this, that, the other. And
And wrestlers are pretty athletic to be
Yeah.
able to kind of pick up on
Sometimes,
the.
yeah, sometimes.
at times,
I mean, not to play basketball, but if you're gonna
And,
move body
and that-
movement, body coordination.
yeah. And so they always hit us up, and we're like, "Yeah, okay, fine." And usually, I mean, if a pretty girl asks you to pick her up, you're gonna do it. So-
I mean,
She's like, hey, will you hold me by my butt? Why?
Yeah.
And Jim's like, got it. I'm on it. Yeah. I could probably do two at once if y'all want.
But yeah, we did that. I think I did it a year.
Could you do a backflip?
No.
Oh, God.
No, I can
did
do
you ever
cart.
try though? I mean, like you say you couldn't. Did you try?
I mean, I can do cartwheels, but I
but
can't.
I mean,
do a
did you
backflip.
try?
Hey, we should all make a pact right now. Learn how to build
yeah,
backflips.
actually,
I could do a backflip.
So what that drives from is
all right, no, stop.
You think you could do one right now?
Not right this second, but I could do one. I could learn to do one.
I mean, I can learn to
think-
do one
yeah,
too.
Okay. You
James, you
just
wanna
said
learn to do a
that
backflip?
like you're about to
Sure,
do a
why not?
backflip.
Okay, who's a gymnast that we know? Somebody has to go to the gym.
So someone
here. I don't know.
someone at the
anybody
gym
here.
is a gymnast.
Oh, Jeremy. He was? Okay, well, no, not Jeremy. I'm just joking. Somebody else. I mean, I'll
pretty sure-
learn
I'm
it
pretty
from
sure it
Todd
was.
before I learn from Jeremy how to do a backflip.
I feel like my best bet if I was going to learn to do a backflip, I would probably would have gone to James. Like,
Yeah,
you're a
to be
cheerleader.
honest.
I would love it if James just was like, I'll teach you guys for sure. And we're, like halfway
no.
through our training, he's like, I never
She
done
doesn't,
one.
she doesn't go to the gym anymore, but Courtney was a
Courtney.
gymnast.
Yeah.
Can she do a backflip?
I'm sure she can.
I'm sure she could have.
could.
I'm not sure she can anymore.
Should we message her?
You can?
Hey, will you message her and ask her if she knows how to do a backflip?
Yeah, sure.
And she could teach the five of us how to do one?
Yeah, we want to do
Five of us?
I told Gabby the other day. I
I'm
was like,
involved in
I need
this?
to do a
You're doing a
backflip.
backflip?
I'm not athletic enough to do a backflip.
Yes, you are, dude. You can jump higher than Mabry.
I don't know about that. Maybe
I guess we should find out.
I'm kind
shouldn't
of
we?
on Mabry's side with this one.
Are you still nursing that?
I am.
Caleb's got some
I am
new
indeed.
baby nipples at the house if you want me to go grab one. That's what you
You're
get,
gonna-
James.
Look at the little
You're gonna
girly
talk-
man with the baby nipples.
You gonna talk that stuff to the?
I fired
the
off.
guest, okay.
I
It's
fired
just a
off
choice.
to Dave the other day. I haven't talked crap to Dave yet, and I fired off at him the other day, and he was like, "All right." He's like, "Okay." Yeah, he was like, "All right."
We've been pretty like laying low on the crap talking here lately.
Yeah.
We should probably.
Well,
We
Dave-
should bring it back.
Dave said, "I said,
honestly, I think
we
it's
grab another
that.
drink.
I think it's what's the problem with. Here's the dynamic of the group. You ready? Here's where the real trash talk. Obviously, you've been scarce lately, so that's a big component. But honestly, what's happened is me and Laura are in survival mode. So if you let me and Laura actually get a chance to go off at each other, it opens up the whole realm of stuff. Where she's having to go against with Mary Helen, and I'm having to go with Seth, and we're just like, hey, let's just get through this. If we both make it out alive today, we can go to work and we'll be all right.
What you need to pay attention to is Jeremy, Todd, and Chris in the morning.
That is fun trash.
Jeremy, Todd, Chris, Adam.
Yeah.
Because Adam's like
Adam's better than all of them.
Right, when
And
he's
he
like,
just is
oh
like-
my gosh. Yeah. Like, when I was like, guys, dude, that is like the funniest dynamic. The way that the way that Chris and Jeremy talk to each other is the funniest. Like, and you don't ever hear it unless you're right
They're just
there
quiet
with
to
them.
each other. Yeah.
They're so quiet. But if you're right there on them, like I started bench pressing with them lately. It's the funniest thing ever. I mean, they talk so much crap to each other.
And then James is too nice to talk to like meet like negatively towards anyone. So
Yeah.
he's just like, yeah, you do.
We're like, James, you suck. He's like, sometimes I do.
Like, oh, come on, James.
James, I was joking.
It was a joke.
All right, do we all have time to play our game? We're good?
Yeah.
Good? Okay. I'm going to give everybody a buzzer. James, you get the green buzzer.
All right.
Caleb, you got the orange. Mabry got the purple. Andrew got the blue. Okay. So I've bought, everybody put them on the table.
There's a noise on here.
I don't press yours because I think I put a curse word on it. So,
maybe re-record yours.
so, okay. So
Keep that.
please press your button if you're comfortable with your noise. Was that Elmo? So that's Caleb's noise. He made that noise. Okay, that's good. That's just I need to
I'm
hear
going to
it.
make mine now. It's going to be loud.
Okay,
I'll
go ahead.
Step away from the microphone.
Okay, go ahead and do it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
James, I'm going to help you do this. When I say now, you say anything you want.
It's different.
Ready? Now. I'm going to do it for James.
Okay.
Andrew sucks. There you go.
I think there's a little delay in that. You know,
Press it again.
Might need to be.
It's right up.
Okay. All right, I'm going to check. Ours are a little similar. Pretty similar.
Do it again. Okay. Mabry, will you please change yours?
Yeah, I'll change mine.
Don't do Andrew sucks. Don't do Andrew sucks.
Little.
Oh God.
I tried to do it before. Oh, I didn't pick up.
I mean, you got to say it before. You got to say it after you
I was
press
trying
it.
to catch
Gotcha.
it in the middle of the stuff, but do yours again.
Yo, you should go. Touched.
Touch.
Good enough. Good enough.
Yeah, I like it. James, Caleb, Mabry.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty clear. Right?
Okay. For this game that we're going to play for the next little bit, one more time. One more time. If you're listening and not watching, you can watch us on YouTube. But if you're listening, Andrew, go ahead and play yours. Okay, Mabry. James. Caleb.
Oh, I accidentally got rid of it. I think I got rid of it.
Okay, re-record. Go ahead. Okay, perfect.
That's like exactly the same.
You nailed it, dude. Okay, so I have some. I'm gonna go as long as I can until the executive producer cuts me off.
All right.
I have quotes from.
And cut off. No,
I have he's like and done.
It's
I have quotes from movies in the 80s and 90s. I have.
honestly, your best competition would have been Dusty.
I have
He's
yes
out of
for
it.
sure. I have loaded this heavily in James's favor, so as the guest he can win. But the most important thing is that Andrew can't win. He doesn't even know most of these
Yeah, I was
movies.
gonna say, probably not.
You know, back in the day, we had theaters in the 80s.
What's
Theaters.
Andrew's like
Theater?
the Yater.
Never heard of it. Is that similar to HBO Max?
Wait a second. Is there a Yingling flight in that fridge over there?
Why did you just get so excited?
Which is
Yeah, but Andrew wanted
Andrew
to try
has
his
the
shotgun.
which he owes us.
Oh, he does.
He was gonna do that.
Can we do it as extra content so I have something to post?
Sure.
Okay, never mind.
Is there one in there?
There is.
Yeah, we saved one.
All right.
Because I was just
James, you
asking
need a
for
drink?
one. I got excited because I thought he was going to
Did
do it
you
on
ask?
air.
Did you already ask? Okay.
I'm not
Sorry,
doing
I'm
it.
sorry. I'm so stupid, James. Sorry.
Oh, thank you.
God.
To James, you are so stupid.
I mean, that is fair. Yeah. Pretty much every guest we've had on here is much smarter than me. We've had Adam. We've had Spinner, now
That's
James.
not saying much, though.
That's
Spinner?
Kilgore.
I'm saying that's not saying much. They're smarter than you.
I feel like maybe I could compete on wits with Dusty.
Maybe.
On the brand new table.
You sealed it, right?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I did that for.
Suck it up.
Yeah, perfect. Hey, just push it on the electronics. That'll be perfect.
My cord is on the other side of the leg.
Okay, so this is going to be a practice round. This is how it's going to work. I'm going to listen. I'm the judge, so I'll say who rang in first. You do not. I just have to. I mean, if you want to for funsies, but I'm going to do the first one.
If you want to win.
If you tell me the
has to be it.
movie,
Okay.
if you tell me the movie, you get a point. If you tell me the movie and the year, you get 2 points.
Oh, my
Do you-
goodness. What if one person knows the movie and the other person
It doesn't
knows the
matter.
year?
You have to just guess.
If I know the movie and James knows the
No.
year.
We have to-
It's just a 2-pointer when you go for it.
Okay.
We have to wait till you finish the quote to.
I have
hit.
to say it.
Yes.
Okay. The first. This is practice.
Practice.
Okay. So this first one, you can't. I'm going to tell you right now. You can't just say the thing that you want to say. You have to say the actual movie name.
Okay.
You'll understand. Do or do not. There is no try.
I'm gonna go Rocky 1819.
I hate you, Rocky.
I'm just saying things.
James.
That is Yoda. Empire Strikes Back.
Oh yeah.
What year?
I was going to say.
I partially want to murder you.
I want to punch
I'm
you
gonna
in the face.
say-
I was like, what?
81.
It's 80s. James gets a point. But it was close.
I thought it was a
was
practice
it
round.
Empire Strikes Back?
What?
Was it Empire Strikes Back?
Yeah.
I could
Was
not.
that, I thought that was a practice round.
Because what you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. You're right. Okay, you got me. Okay.
You're exactly right. There, you're like, don't say the thing you want to say. I was like,
Star Wars.
Yeah, that's where I was like.
I knew it was Star Wars, but I wasn't sure
And then
which one it was.
Rocky, I was like,
Dude, when you said Rocky, I was like, I'm coming over this table. You know, it would have been only better if you were like, okay, that's a scene where Mick is like, come on, Rock, do or do not. There is no try.
There is no tomorrow.
He's like 1948.
Could have been anything.
I wasn't sure because you said the movie. You said it had to be specific to the movie.
Right,
I wasn't
couldn't
sure which
remember-
one.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
Okay, now we're on it. You guys ready?
All right, now it's
All right.
Now
James
we're
did
in
not
it.
get a point.
Dang it.
That was good though.
Okay.
I feel like this just shows what is about to happen.
Yeah.
You guys ready?
That's a
Here we go.
precursor.
First question that counts for points. Say hello to my little friend. Oh boy, everybody got it in there. James is just louder. All right.
Sorry.
I want to change mine if this is louder than.
Okay. I think it was James, but it's because it was loud.
I mean, it goes to the guest.
James, go ahead.
All right. Scarface.
Yes. What year?
Andrew's like the Godfather.
78.
78. The correct answer was 1983.
Oh wow.
These are
Crap.
80s and 90s.
That was a pretty good.
He said 1946.
Wait, are these 70s and 80s or 80s and
80s
90s?
and 90s.
Okay, good to know.
I mean, I said that earlier, so
I was just making sure.
you ready, buddy? I feel like James.
I
gonna
wanna change it.
Okay,
It's
go
not
ahead and
very
change it.
loud.
Go ahead and change it.
Do yours again.
Oh God, Jesus, Mabry. Okay, all right, jeez.
I'm good to go now.
It's the same thing. Mine's just
Wait, you
lower-
play yours?
Mine's just lower pitch.
You play yours? Okay. All right, next one. All right. I'm going to do my best impression of this one. Ready? Go ahead. Make my day.
Oh my God.
Mabry.
Damn, it's not the right. One. I didn't say it. I didn't say
You
it.
said it. He said
Did I say
it.
it?
You said it. Drink after this. Go ahead.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
It is not
It's
incorrect.
not that.
So -4 points. Anybody else want to chime in?
Say it one more time.
Wait.
James?
Dirty Harry.
No. Incorrect.
We're
Can't
all
remember
over
the
it.
name.
I was gonna say. I was like,
Can't
as soon
remember
as
the name of the
as soon as I
movie.
buzzed
You guys
in, I was
ready?
like, That's not the right one.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Sudden Impact.
Sudden Impact. Okay. I couldn't
We were,
remember
I was
the
gonna
name
say,
of the
we were,
movie.
Like, right on. I was like, no, that's not the right one. Crap.
All right, next one. I feel like this is a good one for Caleb. Ray,
Terrible at all these.
when somebody asks you if you're God, you say yes. Maybe.
Ghostbusters.
Correct. What year?
1989.
83.
Nope.
Nope.
What did you think?
6.
4.
Oh, crap.
4.
So I was the closest. Interesting.
I get 1 point though, right?
Yes. Yeah, of course. I'm not. You missed it. All right. Score is 1-1. Wax on, wax off. Oh. Okay. Ready?
It was.
I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 7.
No, I mean James.
Oh, James, go ahead.
Karate Kid.
What year?
83.
84.
God.
You're pretty close.
You're pretty close. He is actually.
I mean, to be fair, it's 1 out of 10 at this point. I mean, like these are the 80s movies. Okay. Okay. I mean, no. That one was the Terminator. You know what I was going to say. That was going to be a nightmare.
Say hello to my.
No.
Okay.
All right. All right, ready? Let me finish it. Don't mess with the bull, young man. You'll get the horns. Mabry.
Breakfast Club.
That is correct. What year?
1981.
No. 85.
85. I felt like that was back. I was like, it's not.
Okay. I feel like James is going to be the only person that knows this one, so I don't even need to worry about it. Ready? Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Oh, Dirty Dancing.
Oh, man! What year?
86.
87.
Oh, dang it.
James,
Eyes living in me.
you're going to have to pick it up, bro.
Man, he's faster.
He's fast. Yeah.
Dude,
I mean,
Patrick Swayze, Dirty Dancing.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on.
Yeah, we like
okay.
I love that movie.
You guys ready?
He's my role model.
Sorry.
Right up.
Andrew sucks.
What's great is James like knows all of these, whether he gets it or not.
All right, you guys ready?
Andrew sucks every time.
Okay, don't say the year anymore because this list doesn't have the year. I'm not gonna guess. All ready?
Just assume we're right on the
Yeah.
air.
All ready? Hey, you guys. Oh, come on.
I like your impersonation though. I know.
What?
I know. Hold on.
Hey, you guys.
Is it the Little Rascals?
It is not.
Goonies.
Yes.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Nice, Mabry.
Chunk.
Yeah, I was like, is that
Not until you do the truffle shuffle.
Sloth. Chunk.
Crap.
Okay, you ready? Oh, Caleb's not ready. Although I feel like this is a good one for Caleb.
Does it really matter?
No, I was gonna say if this is a good one for Caleb.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. It's not good one for Andrew either.
doing good?
I don't do movies. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm just slow to
Not
it.
good. At
What do you mean you don't do movies?
I just don't remember stuff
Oh,
like you
okay,
guys
that's
do,
fair.
like the
All right.
quotes of movies,
All right,
or
ready?
actors or actresses, or
This one is one that really hits home. I would have got this one.
All right.
You have, no, it does. You have 13 hours in which to solve the labyrinth before your baby brother becomes one of us forever. Yes,
Labyrinth.
that is correct.
David Bowie.
Yes, that is also correct.
Oh, yeah.
84.
I feel like that's 2 points.
I don't know if that's 84 or not, but I'm going to go with, yeah, you seem
said
super
pretty
confident.
confident.
Yeah. You seem very confident. Confident. I don't know what word I said.
Competent.
Competent.
Yeah, I mean,
All
he's
right.
competent too.
Strange things are afoot at Circle K.
Oh, crap. What is that?
Keanu Reeves. Yeah.
Ted and Bill's Fantastic Adventure.
Well, no, I'm not going to give you that
Yeah, I
point.
messed that up.
Golly. Yes.
I messed that up. Yeah.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah, I messed that.
You said Kyle and John's awesome day out.
Definitely messed that up. Yeah. As soon as I said it, I was like, nope, that's not. That wasn't right. I got overconfident. I was
You were
like,
like,
I got it.
John Smith.
Billy and Steve's day on the town.
Nope.
Fantastic
To the
voyage.
left.
All right. You guys ready? Have your buzzers ready. I'm even going to do some motions.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to do some motions. Ready? Let me finish.
I messed that up. God.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
Crocodile Dundee.
That is correct. Why'd you guys not?
Well,
I did know, but I was
he
kinda
already
like-
hit.
He was pretty quick.
I literally heard his click before I said anything.
I said let me finish, and you hear click, 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 click.
I'm getting faster the more I drink.
That's what she said.
It works.
It works.
definitely
Yeah.
works.
This is a great game. I love this. Stephanie, reassemble.
Short Circuit.
Yes. Did I do an awesome impression?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I didn't know.
That's my mom's
I
favorite
didn't know that was
movie.
a movie.
Johnny Five.
That's my mom's favorite movie,
yeah,
Short
yeah.
Circuit.
We're still in the 80s, right?
Yes.
I hope I do better.
I can't say this one
You
because
wanna
it's a
throw
cuss
in-
word.
You want to throw in like a Transformers?
Yeah.
Something?
All right.
not
Wait,
in the
let me
80s,
think.
90s.
I don't really know it.
90s.
Kind of my
It's,
point.
okay, let me put one in here. It's from, I'll just guess one. Like, oh no, Megan Fox, you're super hot. Andrew?
Transformers.
Nice, dude. Yeah, good job,
which
bro.
one?
Wiki.
Yeah, Dark Side of the Moon.
She's not in that one. Ooh.
Do I have everybody's permission to curse?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Are you gonna turn this back on me?
You'll have to drink.
You're gonna turn it back on me. I'm not doing it. I'm not
Go
doing
ahead,
it.
do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Get away from her, you bitch. James.
Aliens.
That is correct. He even said
Best movie
aliens.
ever.
That is good.
Yes.
Aliens.
James has taken a commanding lead. Caleb is in third place with 0. Andrew's in fourth place with 0.
That's not how that works. We're tied for
It helps
fourth.
being born.
We're
We're tied for 4th.
Mabry is in second with 4, and James has just taken a commanding 7. Ooh. Yes. We're about to get to.
I hope the 90s come around.
Do I have your permission to cuss?
Yes.
Sure.
Andrew? Okay. Ready? Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Who is it?
It was between you two.
Give it.
I'm going to give it to Caleb.
Yeah, give it to Caleb. Come on.
I don't think I pressed my button, honestly.
I thought it was a moo.
I think Andrew.
Oh, was it you?
I don't think so.
Well, it had to be one of you guys. Okay, then,
I definitely.
wait, hold on. I'll give it to Caleb.
Yeah. Well, he already said it.
What is it?
He said
He
it.
knew it.
Go
I
ahead.
mean, we definitely.
It's Die Hard.
There
but
you
he
go.
said
I
it.
was gonna say, he definitely knew it.
I'll
We
take
all
it.
knew it. Whoever just got it. Was
Okay, you guys ready for the next one? I feel the need. The need for speed. Ooh, that was Caleb.
That was Caleb.
Top Gun.
That is correct.
Go.
Original Top
James,
Gun.
I thought for sure that was going to be your guess every time.
Oh, I
Like, I
know.
feel like you
I
love
mean-
that movie.
Top Gun.
Oh, I watch it all the time.
Uh-oh, Caleb's sneaking up.
Y'all better watch out.
Okay. Ready? Gonna make it. Gonna make it. Not gonna make it. Not gonna make it. Not gonna make it. Oh, crap. Yes.
No, that was me.
Andrew-
Yes.
I think it's oh,
Harry
dude, I got
Potter.
it.
Andrew said Harry Potter.
Voldemort and the Secretive Chambers.
I know this.
Seriously?
No.
It's Indiana Jones.
No, it is not. So don't guess that.
You weren't.
That was his guess. He's out.
That's fine. But is it?
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it.
Caleb, anybody? 3,
I know the line.
2,
I know.
Yeah, what
1.
This is
The
gonna-
3 Amigos.
Oh!
Dang it.
That's one I've watched.
I have it on DVD in the house.
I actually use that line all the time.
I'm gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready?
I use it all the time. I can't say what context.
I know.
Can't say.
We're about. This is gonna be like we have 2 more 80s, then we get in the 90s.
Thank goodness.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
Come on.
It is.
Airplane, yeah.
Let's go.
I'm just glad you guys know
Dude,
that
you
movie.
knew that movie. I'm surprised that you knew that movie. That's
Everyone
awesome.
knew that
Good
movie.
job,
That was
dude.
good.
Yeah.
Good job. I'm gonna give a point to
Those are all
Caleb.
80s.
I'm about the comedies.
Just because we all knew the movie.
I'm about the comedies.
You talk about supervising
Yeah, I know
younger
comedies.
employees.
If you
This has
give
been
me
like the
good
most
80s
frustrating part. Is
comedies.
like, you ever see that movie?
Yes.
No, nothing.
No,
You
nothing.
haven't seen that? Okay.
Dude, airplane. Dude.
You guys ready? We're in the 90s now.
Oh,
right.
let's go.
Everybody
So
focus
those
up.
are all 80s?
Yeah, they were all
Oh,
80s.
well, I think I should do better now. I think.
Well, hopefully.
Great.
I mean,
dude.
Andrew,
I'm
you
looking
can't
at-
do
I'm
much
You were
worse.
barely born in the 90s.
Yeah, but I know more 90s.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fair.
I know 80s comedies.
I only knew 80s because I was born like right at the cusp of 90s.
You guys
but
ready?
You know, the 80s are right there.
Yeah.
Ready? Caleb's ready. Keep the change, you filthy animal.
That's Home Alone 1.
That is correct.
Yeah, he was first.
I mean,
You
yes.
say it so aggressive.
It also was in Home Alone 2, to be fair.
It was also.
You have to wait for him to acknowledge you were the first one to buzz in.
Yeah, you also have to wait for me to
Don't be-
acknowledge you.
Don't be screaming out answers. All right.
right.
Don't get
Okay.
don't, just because you knew one. Don't be getting crazy.
Okay, ready? I'm gonna do my best.
Hate it.
You can't handle the truth.
Oh
Mabry.
Shit.
Nope. James.
A Few Good Men.
That is correct.
One of the best
It
movies.
is
Yeah.
one of the best movies.
Did I do a good impression?
Yes, you
Yeah,
did.
thank you.
You did.
Are you,
You
Markinson?
can't handle the truth.
I'm not
I missed-
Markinson. That's 2 down.
Yeah. All right, you ready? Who's next? Ready? Let's go.
Who's next? What do you? Me?
You're killing me, Smalls.
Sandlot.
That is correct.
Nice,
Good job,
James.
James is crushing it.
Quick, yeah.
He's quick.
He's on it now.
Yeah, he's on
Life is like a box of chocolates.
That was tough.
I think it was.
It's between me and Caleb, I feel like.
I thought Andrew had it.
Andrew?
I thought Andrew had it. Yeah.
Okay.
That would be Forrest Gump, 1996.
1994. Caleb, yes.
Forrest Gump.
Yes, that's correct.
Another point to Caleb.
Ready? Let me finish.
That's what she said.
To infinity and beyond.
Toy Story.
That's correct.
You are one seriously disturbed toy.
Ready?
Killing us.
Show me the money.
I don't think that was me.
Oh, I heard the moo first.
I don't know. After that,
I thought for
Moo.
sure. No, I don't remember.
I'm just trying to hear mine. I'm just trying
What
to
is
hear
happening?
Mine. Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear mine. I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on.
Oh,
Hold on.
crap. I pulled my plug out.
Everybody,
Come on. You got to make a decision here.
I'm going to make a decision.
He said it wasn't him, so he's out of the running.
I'm going to go Andrew on this one.
What? Come on. Andrew doesn't even know it. I don't even think
Andrew, what is it?
What is it? Answer right now.
I didn't do it.
It's
Oh,
me,
I
then.
you?
Jerry Maguire.
That is correct. Mabry's got 6. Just to focus everybody up, we got everybody's fixing their headphones if you're watching the video. James has 10, Caleb with 2, Mabry with 6, Andrew with 2.
Yikes. We got to stop James, guys.
All righty? I'm the king of the world!
That was totally me.
That was you, yeah?
Titanic.
It is. Which, if you were watching the VHS, which one was it? The first or the second?
That's the first part. That's the
Okay.
first part.
That is a good question.
Do you remember when you went to watch it and you realized that both tapes hadn't been rewinded?
Oh, my
And you were
gosh.
like, oh my God, well, what am I about to do?
Who was it
I'm
that had the
curious.
rewinder?
Andrew, do you know what a beta is?
Was it you that had
Beta?
a rewinder?
Yeah,
had a
like
rewinder.
Betamax.
Oh no.
had
not-
some
not-
money.
You ever
not
heard
in
that term?
Not in that context.
Okay.
No, he's saying that
Beta
you're
means,
beta. Yeah.
No.
No,
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 no.
no.
We're all in agreement. You're a beta. Yeah.
No.
I'll kill myself. So
Hey.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Andrew,
whoa.
Don't say that.
Andrew.
Jeez, we're recording.
There's some rope in the. All right. Now some high quality H2O.
I definitely
Water boy.
Yes, that's correct. Now Caleb jumps into 3rd place.
wait, we were tied.
I'm sorry.
you
Caleb
do it?
jumps into 3rd place, and Andrew drops down to 4th in a tie.
No.
He's messing with you.
I was like, I'm pretty sure we had the same.
That's the thing, man. He's saying Caleb's in 3rd and you're in 4th.
I see dead people.
6 cents.
Yeah, that's correct.
Nice.
I gotta
was
get
fast.
faster on
I was
this
always
buzzer.
going to be like, knock Jason. Buy me some more time.
All right, this is the last list, I think. Oh, I have one more list, sorry.
List.
But we don't have to go through the whole thing. A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. Go, I just finished.
Who?
Somebody buzz in. No,
Andrew.
Mabry.
Hannibal.
No.
Oh,
no.
Silence of the Lambs.
No. No.
You messed me up with the whole like, start
No.
Can't do that.
Yeah,
I thought
that-
James went first anyways.
That's a no. That's a no.
that- nobody gets that point. Nobody gets that point. It was Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, all right.
It was not Hannibal Lecter.
I
The
didn't
movie
know it was
that came out in
that.
2020.
Okay. that was awesome. All right. Well, what if there is no tomorrow? There wasn't one today. Oh. Yes.
Groundhog Day.
That is correct.
I was gonna go day after tomorrow.
Oh boy.
That's not in the 90s.
I know that Mabry will know this one. Mabry's going to get this one. Whoever saves one life saves the world entire.
What? Wow. Whoever saves one life
Saves the world entire.
Hero.
No.
Whoever saves a cheerleader saves the world.
I need a hero. Okay, nobody gets it.
I don't get that.
It's Schindler's List, dude. Wow.
Wait, you don't like Schindler's List?
pretty good. I was like, I don't know why I would know this. I was like,
The
never.
only way that blew the boy in the blue striped pajamas.
Honestly, at that point, I would, even though I'd known it, I'd have been like, nope, not doing that.
I'm pretty pleased with myself on that one.
I was like what in the? I was like,
Baby got so, I feel like Baby got so excited. He's like, I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
get
get this one. I was like,
Okay, you ready?
I don't know about that.
You guys ready? Houston, we have a problem.
Apollo 8.
Oh no!
Buzz in again, go.
Apollo 13.
Dang it, I missed out.
Why?
Why'd you say 8? Why did you say 8?
I don't know what's on my mind, but that's the first successful one. So sorry.
Why did you say
Wait,
oh
whoa!
my gosh.
When you say first successful one, what do you
He was
mean?
like, Challenger.
Went to the moon, right? That was Apollo 8.
No, go back to school.
All right. I don't think that's necessarily.
Trash talk.
Leave it to an engineer to get all mad about the numbers.
Seriously, like,
Well, I mean-
whoa!
Oh, listen to
I
that
mean, it's
guy.
kind of a crucial
Listen, he's like,
number.
he's like, the guy getting all the facts.
You get some. Oh, wait, was her
He's like,
name
I guess
there.
it was the first successful mission.
O-rings.
All right, next one. Until mankind is peaceful enough not to have violence on the news, There's no point in taking it out of shows that need entertainment value.
That was a long quote.
I butchered that. Until mankind is peaceful enough not to have violence on the news, there's no point in taking it out of shows that need it for entertainment value.
Running Man?
No.
Oh.
I mean, that's definitely not even close.
Well, I mean, but what a good movie, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have an idea, but I'm pretty sure it's wrong.
Go, well, just do
Andrew,
it, man.
go ahead,
Go ahead,
buzz in.
man. It doesn't hurt anything.
Guess Rocky.
That's the quote that Mick gives to Rocky. Listen here, Rock. Until mankind is peaceful. You're a bum.
It's the second Rocky.
What is that?
Rocky, well, it's Clueless.
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 That was a good
Really?
movie.
That's kind of a deep quote for Clueless.
Yeah.
I didn't make the list. Don't come at me.
Never
Well,
want to
he
go
was the
there.
Joker in that scene.
That you're probably not going to get that one. 3 Toy Story quotes back to back.
Yeah, let's not.
I don't like that.
I mean,
All right. Promise me you'll come back for me. I promise I'll come back for you.
dude, any rom-com ever.
I'm just gonna make a guess.
Yes.
The Truman Show.
Wow,
Okay.
what
That was just
a
a
I
guess.
mean, that is a.
When was Gone with the Wind made? That's before the 80s.
Yes, I mean definitely before the 90s.
Grapes of Wrath.
Gone with
Grapes of
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Promise you'll come back for me. I promise.
The English Patient.
It's like a.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know.
Sorry. Okay, next one.
Oh,
You guys
why
ready?
Did you waste our time with that question?
I thought James would know it.
Oh.
You know the difference between me and you? I make this look good.
Men in Black.
That is correct.
Nice.
Good.
James is just
Before
crushing
he
it.
slapped Chris Rock.
Do you ready?
Yeah, way before.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I think
maybe.
It's me, right?
You did it before I finished.
Yeah.
You did hit before you finished. He hit before you after you finished. Though.
Yeah, I would give it to James.
James?
Wow.
Rush Hour.
That's correct.
That was made in the 90s.
Yes, 98.
Such
No,
a
no,
good
no, no.
movie.
I am not a sky cat. Don't you know never touch a black man's radio?
I'm not gonna do this one because it says the title of the movie in it. So we're gonna skip that one.
Yeah, obviously.
Well, which one? Just say it.
What was it?
Sorry. It was Welcome to Fight Club. The first rule of Fight Club is to don't talk about Fight Club.
He was like, obviously it's Rocky.
Listen here, Rock. The first rule of Fight Club. I'm doing an Apollo Creed, I think. That was Apollo Creed that I was just doing.
Yeah, baby. There's no tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow.
Come on, Rock. There is no tomorrow. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, is that pretty good?
Yeah, that's fine.
You want confirmation?
I just want somebody to say that's a good. Yeah?
Is that Rocky 2?
No, Rocky 3.
Rocky
3. Correct. Yeah.
Oh, clever.
Hold on a second. My ring's outside.
Is that Rocky 5?
Rocky 5.
Hey, I don't want that point. If that's the point to be given, I don't want it.
My ring's outside.
Is that made in the 90s?
Oh, I have no idea. Okay, you ready?
They really just.
This is it. Last ones. Then we're done.
Last one?
Last ones.
What is that?
How many you want to do? How many do you want to do?
I mean, what do you mean last one?
I didn't know ones could be plural.
James has 14 points.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot. I don't have.
So this next round, these
just
next
say the
5
15?
questions, these next five,
Five. That's what-
these next 5 questions are worth 2 points.
Okay, let's go.
Ooh, okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Good morning. Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Now it was
I
before.
would think I was a little early.
I didn't
Oh,
need
yes,
much.
James?
It was James.
Truman Show.
hate myself.
You should.
Yeah. I mean that was.
You just showed some
Okay.
pure
Ready?
anger.
Wait till I finish the question.
Yeah, that's fair. I like how you're honoring that though.
They may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom.
Braveheart.
That is correct.
Dang it.
2 more
I
points.
hated your
Second
accent.
behind
I mean,
you.
That was perfect.
When
That
was he
wasn't very
Mexican?
good.
Was he Mexican?
What?
Yeah,
They
you
will
sound-
take
you
our
sound
lives,
like- yeah.
but they will never take our freedom.
They can take.
I was actually thinking it was going to be Three
It
Amigos.
messed me up. I was like,
They could.
where did they
Why
fight
is
in
he
Spain?
Spanish?
Hold on. Let me try to fix it. Let me try to fix it. They can take our drywall, but never take our spackle.
Yeah, I mean that's what it sounded
Is that better?
like.
Okay, good.
Same accent.
Okay. Oh my God. Ready? Man, you are one pathetic loser.
Whoa.
I mean, the fact that you guys aren't getting this one is upsetting.
So we should know
I
it.
was going to say that's Jeremy
Man.
every Monday morning.
You are one pathetic loser. Yes.
Liar, liar.
No. But Jim Carrey is in it.
Oh.
Oh, that is good to know.
Crap.
Apparently not.
Is
Yeah,
it the
not
mask?
really.
The mask?
No,
It
that's
buzz
not
in. I
90s.
do not recognize anything. Yes.
The mask?
It is incorrect.
Oh.
The 90s Jim Carrey?
I mean, dude, this is like probably the most famous movie he was ever in. Yes.
The Grinch.
Wait, did you already answer?
What? I didn't know I couldn't
The
answer.
Grinch.
No.
Okay, well.
Oh, I was gonna say Ace Ventura.
No.
Oh, well, that's a good guess. That's
It's a great
good.
guess.
That's
It's a
a
great
good
guess, but it's not it.
We don't know it.
what other movie?
Dumb and Dumber.
Oh my God.
The fact that you guys didn't get that. You don't remember being like, man, you are one pathetic loser.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, that's such a.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
That was 2, right? That was 2 questions.
Yeah. James got one. No, we got that one.
Never rat on your friends. Always keep your mouth shut.
The Departed?
No.
Yes.
It's not a bad.
What did you think I was doing there?
Dude, after your Spanish Mel Gibson, I mean, it's hard to say. That should be.
They can take our lives.
Wait, say it again.
This could be a Chinese character.
Oh, yeah,
I'm like,
it's hard to say over there.
Can you say it again?
never.
Can you say it again?
They can take our lives. Wait, it's getting worse. It really is. Never. I can't. Now I'm worse. You screw me up. Never rat on you. I can't do it now.
Just say it.
Okay, never rat on your friends. Always keep your mouth shut.
That sounds like something from like a Godfather.
Something like that, but what is it?
I don't know. Godfather 2.
No. But you're close. You're on the right track. The answer was Goodfellas.
Oh, man.
Dad.
You ready for the next one?
Yeah.
2 more.
2 more.
Did you just spill that all over the soundboard?
There's nothing in it.
All righty then. Oh boy. Well,
Oh,
it definitely
dude.
wasn't
Yeah.
James.
I'm thinking it was.
It was between the 3 of you guys.
I didn't press my button, so it's between you two.
How did I think it was yours?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I just so
Mine's
badly
pretty-
want Caleb to answer.
Ours are too similar.
Okay, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 5. What is it? Caleb.
4.
3.
Andrew.
Damn it.
Ace Ventura.
That is correct.
Which one?
Pet detective. I mean, he says it in multiple ones.
Which one?
That's true.
All righty then.
She's a man.
Is this the last one?
Yeah.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Crap.
What is it?
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Oh my god.
Stop.
Oh, sorry, that was an accident.
No.
Now you gotta
I
guess.
was going to say
No, James good.
Shrek, but no, he says that'll do, donkey.
How
that'll
dare
do.
you? How
Yeah,
dare you?
sorry.
That'll do, big.
That'll do, pig. They can take our lives.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll just get because you're probably trying to do Mel Gibson here.
No.
Okay.
How dare you, sir?
no, definitely not. He's not.
How dare me?
My impersonation of Mel Gibson was.
I'll stick with it. The Patriot.
No, you thought the Patriot.
At what point
Oh
is
my
that'll do, pig?
You thought at the
That'll
Patriot
do.
he said that'll do, pig. That'll do.
Maybe.
That'll do, pig.
That'll do, pig. Yes.
See that sound?
Charlotte's Web.
Pretty kind of close.
At least there's a pig.
At least it's more accurate than
I don't even know.
It's Babe.
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 Oh,
Oh.
well.
That'll do.
I think I should get an honorary
Give us
point.
one more. Give us one more.
I think I
Okay.
should get an
Yeah,
honorary
someone's got to
point.
get the last
Yeah.
one.
Okay. Let me get a good one. All righty.
That's what she said.
let me do my accent. Stand by.
Oh,
I feel like it's just
going
making
back
it
to
work.
Mexico.
That's what? No, this was not Mexican.
The other one wasn't supposed to be Mexican.
That's what. Let me finish. Let
to be
me
Irish.
I
finish.
will let you finish.
That's what I love about these high school girls, man. I get older, they stay the same age.
Dazed and confused.
That is correct.
Wooderson. All right, all right, all right.
All right, let's round out the scores. Let's round out the scores. James with a nice round 20. Caleb with 3.
Nailed it.
Mabry with 7. Andrew in 4th place with 4.
I don't think that's right.
I mean, James just obliterated us.
Yeah, James,
I mean,
yeah.
he just.
But I mean, you got to remember now, these are movies when I was growing up.
I was growing up in the 90s,
To be
and you
fair,
just
I
were
stack.
quick.
I know James. I stacked this heavily in James's favor. I
I'll say this,
wanted
though,
James
but,
to
but
win.
James was quick. I mean,
Oh, he was quick.
quick
Yeah,
on them.
he's
Yeah,
quick.
he knew
I mean,
all of them.
20 is a lot.
I mean, I blew
That's
a
most of
couple.
the questions.
I'm terrible at
Kyle
all
and
these types of
Kyle
games.
But you got 3.
I'm pretty proud of it.
yeah, that's
honestly.
pretty good.
I blew a couple. Kyle and Ned's.
Steve and John's amazing day.
Got overconfident. Didn't focus in. Left some points on the board. You know, I mean, you left some points on the board.
Well, that was super fun. One of our longer episodes, but that's okay because we had a special guest on today.
Super.
James, did you have fun?
Man, I had a ball. Seriously, thank you guys.
Does anybody have any questions for James before we get moving? Oh yeah, okay. Stop me when you tell me how big it is. Ready? No. Let me restart.
I was like, what are we doing? What are we talking about?
No. Okay. You know what? I'll just ask Dave. James, do you have any questions for us?
No, man.
Okay.
I've had a great time. Thank you.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you coming out.
Yeah.
This has been a super, super fun.
Yes.
We did a long episode, but it was well deserved because you're an awesome guy and super interesting. And
Man, appreciate that.
thanks
guys.
for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll have you on again.
Y'all some cool
yeah.
dudes.
Thanks. Have a good one, guys.
Huzzah.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers.